Welcome to the Rich Rebel Football Pregame Show. We are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Today, the Rich Rebel football team takes on the Cokeville Panthers in Cokeville. Kickoff is scheduled for about 30 minutes from now. When we return, we'll cover our scene set for today's game. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
You're tuned into the Rich Rebel Football Pregame Show, where we are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're trying to get our active camera back up as it went out. There we go. As it is time for the Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty, buying the Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty scene set for today's game is brought to you by Pam Cornea Town & Country. Buying and selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Call Pam Cornea today, 435-779-0012. And it is a beautiful day for football. It's the perfect weather. It's really about 60 degrees outside, a nice backdrop. We have another football stadium that I get to call a game at with a mountain in the backdrop. A couple of them, in fact. It's really awesome. And this is a big one for the Rebels today. They have lost 2 in a row. Last week, obviously, to a defending state champ participant and a team that finished a runner-up in the state champ in 2A Wyoming. But this week, it's a rivalry game against Cokeville, and they would really like to get back into the win column, as this is a game I feel that we can if we play well. And this is what the Rebels want to do. They want to play well. They felt like they played well at times last week, but they want to play for 4 quarters this week, and let's see if they can do it against Cokeville.
Hamburger meals for $7.
Our scene set for today's game is brought to you by Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty. Whether you're buying or selling in Bear Lake and Idaho, call Pam Cornea today, 435-779-0012. When we come back, we'll visit with Rich High School alum McKay Jarman, who graduated in 2014 on the Mound Valley Cattle Company segment, Where Are They Now? You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
Time for the Mound Valley Cattle Company pregame show segment called Where Are They Now? This week we're talking to McKay Jarman, a 2014 graduate of Rich High School. Thanks, McKay, for being part of today's pregame show.
I'm here with McKay Jarman, a Rich High School graduate of the class of 2014. Thank you for participating in our Mound Valley Cattle Company Where Are They Now segment. McKay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good. I really appreciate you doing this. So from what I hear, my intel that I've gathered, you've moved to the Midwest, the best part of the country, right?
I wouldn't call it the best part of the country, but I am definitely in the Midwest right now. So you're a little biased, I'd say. I think I've got the more clear picture here of out west being better.
I'm sure the listeners have heard ad nauseum that I am, of course, from Michigan. What brought you out to Ohio?
So I got into a medical school out here called Case Western Reserve University, and it's in Cleveland, Ohio. So that's what got me out here. I actually really like Cleveland. It's been a lot nicer. I feel like all the Cleveland slander I've heard is from people who haven't lived in Cleveland.
So what are your goals? You obviously got into medical school. Are you trying to become a doctor? Are you trying to cure cancer?
I have learned that the term cure cancer is kind of a broad spectrum and something that kind of intimidates me. I think I'm going to stick more towards something that is a little simpler, which, funny enough, is like something surgical. It's a little bit more like there's a problem and you go and you fix the problem instead of having to deal with little molecules and cells and stuff. So I'm more of a big picture guy.
Understandable. So what is growing up in a small town and going to a small school like Rich County, what has that done for you? What does that mean to you?
It's actually been really, really helpful here because when you grow up in a small town, like, you're kind of stuck together as a class, and you got to learn how to get along with the people around you, whether you like them or not, because you're in class with them every day. You can't really get away from them, And so I just learned how to get along with everyone, and I got tons of good friends. And then I was able to come out here, and it feels like people were more used to forming cliques because they were able to do that at bigger schools. But I'm just able to relate to everyone because I'm used to having to get along with everyone. So it's actually been a big advantage for me to be able to relate to different people.
What advice would you have for a freshman coming into Rich High School?
I would say, being on this end of it, they do a pretty good job of trying to give you exposure to different career paths, and just to take advantage of those and to try to imagine what your life could be like. Because from a small town, you really can go and do whatever you want to do. You're not limited.
What advice would you give some rebels that want to get in the medical field?
I think the biggest thing is to try to get some exposure to the medical field. I don't know what it's like now, but they did a pretty good job of trying to keep some medical classes. Like, we had a medical terminology class, which has helped me enormously in medical school still. Shout out to Carrie Pugmire. I don't know if she's still there. She was great, but I would just take any classes that they have on that. And then if you can reach out and try to shadow a doctor or a PA or someone who's in the medical field, I think that is also good so you can see what it's actually like.
We want to thank McKay Jarman for talking with us today and giving us an update on Where Are They Now. And thanks to Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, for making this segment of today's game possible. Mountain Valley Cattle Company, supporting Rich Rebels in all their endeavors. Coming up next, the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital's pregame coaches show. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Today we are in Cokeville, Wyoming, where the Rich Rebels will take on the Cokeville Panthers. This week I had a chance to visit with Cokeville head coach Marty Linford as well as Rebels head coach Tyson Larson. Here's what head coach Linford had to say about today's matchup. I'm here with the head coach of the Cokeville Panthers, Marty Linford. Coach Linford, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us, and I understand it's homecoming week for you guys this week. What is the message to your team to try to keep your team focused with all the festivities going on?
Well, they're high school boys, and we tell them to be smart, be safe, but homecoming only comes once a year, so you may as well have a good time.
So coming into tonight's matchup, there's a little bit of a rivalry with Cokeville and Rich. Can you describe what it's like during these games for a newcomer like me to the rivalry?
Since we're so close to each other and we've played each other a handful of times lately, and we wrestle each other all the time, play volleyball and basketball against each other, we're pretty familiar with the kids and they're pretty familiar with us, but it just makes things a little bit more intense, a little bit more drive to be the dominant one in this year.
What would you say the identity of the Cokeville Panthers football team is?
We're pretty tough running the football. Our identity right now is we're a good, solid defensive team, and we have good, solid offensive line, and we run the football really well.
For some of our viewers who may have never seen the Cokeville Panthers football team, who are some of the players that will stand out to them?
Oh, man, we've got a number of really good players right now. Our quarterback, Landon Walker, does a great job of running the team. He runs the ball well. He throws the ball well. Jack Dayton, one of our tailbacks, is playing really, really well. Cale Thompson at a defensive end is having a great season. Jesus Bencomo, also an offensive and defensive lineman, is doing really well. But overall, those kids are doing well, but it takes a whole team for people to do well. And our team is playing really well together right now.
When we return, we will hear from Rebel head coach Tyson Larson on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital Coaches Show. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth.
There's nothing better than a yummy, delicious cheeseburger. Except maybe if you add a large raspberry shake and tater tots that are cooked to perfection with just a little extra crunch. That's what you get with every burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph. There's a full menu to choose from, filled with delicious options that will tickle your taste buds every time. But when you find yourself craving a burger, always choose Crawford Trough. Nothing else compares. The Crawford Trough in Randolph. Stop in today.
So, Coach, big game against Cokeville today. What is something that you guys can take from last week into this week that'll help you, even though last week didn't go the way you wanted it to?
Hopefully we play the whole game the way we did in spurts. I think there were points where I think we scared level, I'll be honest. I think that first half of the game, our kids played with a lot of grit and a lot of just played scrappy. And I think I would love to see more of that the entire game.
So it's their homecoming this weekend. What do you guys have to do to keep your kids locked in? You're going to have an extra long halftime. There's going to be festivities around the game. What's one thing that you guys can do to keep your kids locked in?
I guess we can help them see that same thing happened to us last week, and there were points that maybe we weren't locked in because of some of that stuff. Sometimes homecoming does that, just the distractions of it. So I think just help them see that, hey, we have a chance to come in and be completely prepared and focused and take care of business and one goal on mind, we don't have to worry about everything else.
Who are some players, if you're watching this Cokeville team for the first time, that you should look out for as their impact players?
There's a lot that impress on film, and that I don't know a lot of them personally. I know that they have the Dayton kid that's really fast, and he makes a lot of plays, and they have a couple pretty impressive, just skilled linemen up front. And I just know, just being a wrestling guy myself, I know they have a couple just absolute studs on their team. Cale Thompson and Landon Walker, just kids that I wouldn't mind if they were on our team, put it that way. Like, good kids, like just try hard kids and just really nice, good kids too. But they those would be some of the names that I know of. That I think Landon Walker is a huge one, their quarterback, and I think he makes some huge plays on defense that hopefully we can neutralize him a bit.
What do the Rich Rebels have to do to be successful today?
Make some big plays. We need to times now to start making big plays at key moments and sustain drives, stop making silly mistakes, and that goes for everyone. The coaches make silly mistakes too, so we just need to all together have a breakout game.
We want to thank Bear Lake Memorial Hospital for sponsoring our coaches show today. We're about 20 minutes away from the opening kickoff between the Rebels and the Panthers. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll have the Epic Recreation keys to the game.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Our normal color guy, Rob Leifson, apparently has a meeting for his job or something like that. I don't know, but instead we have Brandon Holmes with us today. He is Jet Holmes' older brother. Of course, Jet Holmes is a freshman, correct?
That's correct. Andy's my son.
He's your son, yeah. I'll get that right.
I know I look like I'm 20, but yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna guess on age wrong, you might as well guess young, right?
That's right.
I'll get that correct one of these days. I'm about 0 for 5 on guessing family members, so stay hot, AP. So we're gonna go to the keys of the game today, and Brandon, you had one key that you really wanted to drive home.
Well, the Rebels have been turning the ball over at a tremendous rate the last few games. It's been bad, so we need to take care of the ball. If we can eliminate turnovers, I think we've got a chance in this game.
And well, my key to the game is the defense. The defense played really well in spurts last week. I sat in on the film meeting on Monday when they were watching their defensive film, and there were some really good plays. Levi Stonehouse on a 4th down. He batted the pass away on an out route. That was a great play there from Levi. But then there were some bad plays, and for the Rebels, you're going to have bad plays on defense every week. No defense is ever perfect, so for the Rebels, it is not compounding them bad plays. You might give up a 20-yard pass over the middle, but you have to bounce back the next play, get back to it.
Exactly.
And if the Rebels can do that, they have a very good chance, as this is if you notice on film when we start recording the Cokeville, as we're recording the pregame routine for the Rebels, they're a little bit smaller than Lovell last week. Lovell is a big squad, and they had some big boys, so that technique that the Rebels learned trying to bounce off his blocks, trying to block those big guys on the interior line for the Bulldogs last week should do really well against the Panthers this week. And those have been our Epic Recreation keys to the game. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
This has been today's pregame show broadcast live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We are just moments away from today's starting lineups and the Town of Woodruff opening kick. The Town of Woodruff sharing the Rebel pride and wishing you good luck. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Raymond Fransden, Kent Stewart, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and clerk Lisa Bell. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
So this is the Reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails, brand new homes now starting at $600,000, quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
We are currently in the national anthem. We're going to go radio silent for a couple minutes. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back inside the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We are just moments away from the town of Woodruff kickoff. And you know what, Brandon? Without Rob here, I always miss the coin flip, so I have no idea who's returning, who's
Yeah, I didn't catch it either.
Yeah, I'm really bad with that, so we're just moments away from the town of Woodruff kick. Not sure who's going to kick. It looks like the Panthers have a ball, and they're grabbing a tee, so it looks like the Rebels are going to receive. But once again, the Rebels, the keys to today's game, we're going to talk about those again while they go over the in-house starting lineups. Rebels need to take care of the football.
Take care
Simple
of the
as
football,
that.
yep. Hold on to it. Too many fumbles in the last few games.
In the game of football, a punt sometimes isn't a bad thing just because you're going to force the other team to go further down the field instead of we've had a few turnovers in our own end where the other team only has to go 30 yards for a touchdown versus punting it away. If you get a 30-yard punt, that's 60 yards down the field the other team has to go.
True. Yep. Field position sometimes makes a big difference in the game.
We are just moments away from the town of Woodruff opening kickoff and the Crawford Trough first quarter, the Crawford Trough, the place to eat. We want to remind you today that all kickoffs are brought to you by the town of Woodruff, always sharing the rich Rebel pride. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Raymond Fransden, Kent Stewart, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and clerk Lisa Bell. First downs are brought to you by LSR Refrigerated and the entire Wallentine family, wishing the Rebels good luck. Turnovers brought to you by the town of Garden City, where families play at beautiful Bear Lake. Visit gardencity.ut.us. Fan Cam, the Gare Bear Fan Cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, Gary McKee in Garden City. Beachfront property and mountain retreat year-round living or investment properties, visit bearlakerealty.com. And of course, our scoreboard is brought to you by the station on Main. As we get our live cam up and going, we are actually broadcasting outside on top of the nest that they call at Cokeville High School. As we update the scoreboard, that was the final score of the final set for the Rebels. 3-0 victory over Tabiona last night. And, of course, the Rebels volleyball team, they finish the season undefeated in conference play. An impressive run throughout 1A this season for the Rebels volleyball team.
They are rolling, definitely.
Cokeville comes into today's ball game. They come in at 4-1, while the Rebels come in at 3-4. Of course, the Rebels, 2 of their wins came in 8-man football at the beginning of the season. They took out Kemmer in 11-man. This is our 4th week of 11-man, and each week progressively the team has seemed to get more comfortable with the 11-man football format.
So it does look like the Rebels are going to kick off to begin this game.
I do like this because if you remember back to the last 3 weeks, the Rebels defense has really set the tone.
Indeed.
As Jaden Desch has the town of Woodruff kickoff set up on a tee at the 40-yard line. Back deep to return for the Cokeville Panthers. Jack Dayton, number 3, number 15, Justin Moyes. I've heard there's a little interesting fact about as it looks like we're ready to go. Desch lines up, unleashes on the ball. That ball is going to land at the 10-yard line where it is fielded by Moyes. Across the right side, makes a few man miss, across the 40,
to the 50, has one man to beat, to the 40, 30, 20. That is going to be a touchdown for the Panthers.
We got a
but
flag on the play.
We have a flag at the Cokeville Panthers 46-yard line.
Yep, this baby's coming back.
As we await the official signal, Rebels defense is out on the field. The rest of the Panthers, they're not a very large team numbers-wise. So
penalty goes against the Panthers.
As that penalty is against the Panthers, that is a holding. As that'll move the Panthers back 10 yards. Looks like they'll start on their own side of the field. That is a huge momentum shift for the Rebels defense as they look to make something happen after they get a little bit of a break there. As that flag was probably, I would say, wasn't in the vicinity of the play. Without that block, I still think they go for a touchdown there.
Yeah, these Cokeville fans are not happy with that call.
So the Panthers will start on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback number 12, Landon Walker. He is a player to watch. He is very good. They come out in the shotgun. It's Micah Peterson, the junior, to his left. He's got 2 receivers to the left. He gets the snap, fumbles the snap, bounces up to him. He picks it up. The Rebels contain him as he's going to rumble out across the 41 to about the 42. Nice job there by Walker to make nearly a disastrous play and turn it into something positive for the Panthers. It'll be 2nd down and about 5 for the Rebels. 11:28 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. Rebels start the game on defense. They'll face 2nd down and 5 as the Panthers have the ball on their own 41. As Walker comes out under center, they have 3 backs in the backfield, a little bit of a wing T look. As Walker gets the snap, he hands. That's going to be blocked right away. It's number 68 right there in the white. That is, as we don't have 68 on it. It's actually Carson Muirbrook, who is 66 on my roster. Carson Muirbrook and Jack Bell inside have been very solid for the Rebels all year as they will face 3rd down and 5 defensively. The Panthers have the ball on their own 41-yard line. Walker comes out in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his right, 1 back to his right as well. And we're going to get a false start penalty as number 25 on the end of the line, that's Brody Dean. Looks like he got a little off balance and fell forward. That's going to be a false start against the the Panthers. That'll back him up 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 10 for Cokeville.
Stop right here would be big.
That'll bring up
Walker's in the shotgun. They go out in the same formation. Back in the backfield is Kason Walker. Walker gets the snap. He's going to run to the right. And he is wrapped up, taken down by Jaden Desch. That is a great play by Desch. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10 from the Cokeville 41.
Great stop.
That is a huge momentum change after the opening kickoff was returned for a touchdown. The Rebels are able to force a 4th down. We'll see what the Panthers decide to do. It's never a guarantee a team's going to punt in high school football. They do come out in punting formations. Jack Dayton back deep to punt. And the Rebels have number 20, Max Perry, standing at his own 25-yard line. Trey Walker's deep as well. As that was a huge play there. Good job there from Jaden Desch as he was able to keep contained and not allow Walker to get the edge. The punt's away, and it's a good one. As that ball is going to land at the 25. Max Perry catches it off the bounce, makes a man miss, makes 2 man miss. Can't make the 3rd man miss as he is tackled by number 4, Micah Peterson. But Perry's able to get the ball back to his 25-yard line, and that's a huge catch there for Max Perry as that ball looked like it had some momentum to roll forward and be downed within the 10-yard line.
Man, he makes me nervous when he feels that ball on the roll, but it worked out in our favor that time.
Max Perry has really good hands. He would have made a very good shortstop.
Indeed.
As here comes the Rebels offense. They're going to face 1st and 10 from their 25-yard line. They have the ball, 9:37 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. As they come out, they spread it out a bit. 2 receivers each side. Looks like Hunter Pace is going to come out under center. Max Perry is the back in the backfield. Send Trey Walker in motion. They hand to Perry. Perry cuts back across the 25 to no avail.
Not much there.
Nice play there by the interior line of the Cokeville Panthers. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Rebels.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
What are some of the keys for this offense to get going?
Well, I think we got to win the battle up front. It looks like we're about the same size, so I don't think size is going to play a big factor in this. But we need to get a push up front.
Rebels break the huddle. They have trips to the right. Max Perry in the backfield. It's Carter Hoffman under center as Hunter Pace lines up as a tight end. Hoffman gets the snap. He's going to roll right. Has a little bit of room. And then it's swallowed up by Landon Walker, the quarterback, on offense. He also makes a lot of big plays on defense.
Man, he's a good player. I'm impressed with him.
As that'll be 3rd and 10 for the Rebels. So it looked like Hoffman had a little bit of space to begin with, but that Cokeville defense, they really closed the gap fast.
Yeah, they closed quick.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Rebels on their own 25-yard line. They need to get the ball out to the 35 for a first down. They come out trips to the right. Trips to the left, one receiver on the right side. That's Levi Stonehouse, Max Perry in the backfield. Hunter Pace gets the snap, looks left, comes back right, throws. Has a man, it's Stonehouse. Stonehouse goes up and makes a leaping grab. Levi Stonehouse continues his growth. What a catch. As Stonehouse is down at about the 49-yard line for the Rebels. That is enough for an LSR refrigerated 1st and 10 on the 24-yard reception. Pace to Stonehouse. What a catch that was from Levi.
Yeah, Pace underthrew it just a little bit, but Stonehouse came back for the ball, made a great catch, high-pointed it.
That's almost a good place to miss, though, if you're Hunter Pace, just because the defender was on top of him.
It was great coverage on that.
Come out, trips to the left. Pace in the shotgun. Max Perry in the backfield with him. Pace gets the snap. Looks, he's going to come back the other way. Throws, has Desch on that side. Good coverage there by number 84, Tanner Hatch, the senior. Same player that was in coverage against Stonehouse. This time the ball was out in front of him. That's going to fall for a 2nd and 10. As the Rebels are looking to air it out a little bit more than they have during the season.
Well, sometimes it's good to throw on first down, but now it brings up 2nd and long.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Rebels' 49-yard line. Snap, the hand to Perry. Perry's going to push forward out across the midfield line into Panther territory. As he's going to be just inches into Panther territory, as it'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Perry, the ball carrier, gains 1 on the play. Landon Walker.
As I think the Rebels got away with one there. They had an extra player run off the field after the huddle broke.
Yeah, it was close.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 9 with 7:29 to go in the Crawford-Troth first quarter on the 50-yard line. Pace under center. Snaps. He's going to run the option. Pitches it to Noah Perry. Perry around the outside is going to do his best just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as that was a good play from Noah Perry that could have been a big loss for the Rebels. That'll bring up 4th down and 9 on the 50-yard line. See what the Rebels decide to do.
Right at the 50-yard line, it'll bring up 4th down and 9.
That's actually a loss on the play as Jaden Desch is back deep. Looks like the Rebels are going to punt it away. Deep to return for the Panthers is Jack Dayton and number 15, Justin Moyes. Moyes on the right side of the formation, Dayton on the left. Desch punts it away. That ball will be fielded at the 15. It's muffed. And it looks like the Rebels had a chance at it. Just missed it. They dove on the ball. Unfortunately, they were unable to come up with it, but it pushes the Panthers back another 5 yards. It'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 13-yard line.
Play for the Panthers, but they come up with it.
As that was nearly a big break for the Rebels there, as they just couldn't quite get to that ball. But that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 13. 7:04 to go in the Crawford-Troth first quarter. The station on main scoreboard reads 0-0. Rebels and the Panthers still tied. I'm Aaron Poling, along with Brandon Holmes today, filling in for Jack Leifson. Want to thank Brandon Holmes for filling in for camera and color duties. As Walker gets the snap, hands it the back, coming around the right side. He's wrapped up out across the 20 to about the 23. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 2 for the Panthers offense.
That was a pretty good play right there. They had a little trap motion, took Noah Perry right out of that play.
As that was Jack Dayton on the run for 8. 2nd down and 2 on the Panthers' 21-yard line. As they come out in the wing tee with a tight end on each side of the formation. Power formation for the Panthers. McDonald gets the snap. They're going to go same play. And the ball is out. Ball is out, but it's picked up by the Rebels. The Rebels have the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 Rebels. That turnover is brought to you by the town of Garden City.
where families play at beautiful Bear Lake. Visit gardencity.ut.us. That is a huge play for the Rebels defense. Just a couple plays after they almost got to it on special teams, Rebels defense causes a fumble. 6:24 to go. It is 1st and 10 Rebels on the Panther 21-yard line. They need to capitalize here. Pace comes out under center. Tight end is Hoffman on the left side of the formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Walker. He's in motion. They give to Walker. Up the middle, makes a cut. Does a good job to fall forward and pick up a couple extra yards on the play as he was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by, once again, Landon Walker.
Yeah, Walker's been running really hard this year. He's had a good year so far.
In fact, it was actually both Walkers. We got Walker 3 times on that play as it was Kason Walker and Landon Walker on the tackle, Trey Walker on the carry. If you're getting a little confused, don't worry, so are we.
Yep.
Rebels come out with 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Trey Walker goes in motion. They give to Perry. Perry busts up the middle out to about the 15-yard line. They're actually going to mark him at the 16. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Rebels offense with 5:40 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 0, the Panthers 0.
Okay, this is a big 3rd down here. We need about 5 yards.
Rebels need to get the ball to about the 11-yard line for a 1st down. Pace sends Noah Perry in motion. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. Cuts up the field. Makes a move out across the 10 to about the 7-yard line. That'll be enough for an LSR refrigerated 1st and 10. It'll actually be 1st and goal as Hunter Pace. It looked like that was a little bit of triple option there. He had the option to give it to Max Perry or pitch it to Noah Perry on the option.
Boy, and he had that ball kind of loose in his arms. He's making me a little nervous, but that was a great run. We got 1st and goal now.
It's a good cutback at about the 10-yard line for Hunter Pace. The Rebels come out, trips to the left. They have a tight end on the right side of the formation. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. Hunter Pace under center. Gets the snap, hands it to Max Perry. He's going to try to run through about 7 linemen there from the Cokeville Panthers as they bottle that play up. That'll bring up 2nd and goal from about the 4-yard line, as that was a good play from the interior of the Cokeville Panthers.
Yep, we're just going to try to put our heads down and pound it in right here.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 4.
You have to think you have 3 plays to get 4 yards if you're the Rebels. As they come out, I formation, 2 receivers to the right, Hunter Pace under center. Gets the snap, he hands to Trey Walker. Walker's going to try to fall forward. Swallowed up again by the interior of the Cokeville line. That was number 52.
Trey Walker, the ball carrier.
Cale Thompson on the play.
The line of scrimmage.
As that is the senior, Cale Thompson on the tackle.
Now, Cokeville's front 4, they're pretty impressive. We might have to figure something out right here on 3rd down.
Got 4 minutes to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. Station on main scoreboard still reads 0-0. Rebels with the ball inside the 5-yard line of the Panthers. They come out with a little bit of wildcat as it looks like Trey Walker is going to be the quarterback for this play. He gets the snap, rolls to the right, to the outside, has a hold, lowers his head to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels, as Trey Walker goes around the right side for 4 yards. With 3:41 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter, the Rebels take a 6-0 lead. As after 2 straight plays to the interior where the Rebels didn't get very much on the play, Walker did a good job. They called to go outside. You get Trey Walker in space, good things will happen for you.
Like I say, he's been running really hard this year, so got a little fancy there, and it paid off.
3:41 to go, Wildcat touchdown. It'll be Jaden Desch to kick the extra point for the Rebels as Hunter Pace holds.
Desch getting set to kick the point after.
Snap, good, hold good. Desch's kick is blocked.
And it's blocked. It's no good.
And with 3:41 to go, the Rebels lead 6-0 on the station on main scoreboard. And with that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this.
There's nothing better than a yummy, delicious cheeseburger. Except maybe if you add a large raspberry shake and tater tots that are cooked to perfection with just a little extra crunch. That's what you get with every burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph. There's a full menu to choose from, filled with delicious options that will tickle your taste buds every time. But when you find yourself craving a burger, always choose Crawford Trough. Nothing else compares. The Crawford Trough in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Stars broadcast booth. We're in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 6, the Panthers nothing. It is Jaden Desch. He has the town of Woodruff kickoff teed up. He's got his arm in the air, waiting on the final whistle.
Let's not have what happened last time, huh?
As Desch approaches, unleashes. He's going to pooch this one, as that's fielded nicely by Tanner Hatch on one bounce. He's out across the 40 to about the 43, as that's some pretty good hands there from Hatch, as that ball bounced up into his chest. He was able to field it.
Yeah, we weren't going to take any chances there, kicking it deep again. So
it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers on their own 43-yard line. And the defense came up big last possession, forcing a fumble after the Panthers tried 2 straight counter trap plays with number 3, Jack Dayton, as Landon Walker comes out under center. They are in the wing T formation, tight end on both sides. As Walker comes out under center, sends it back in motion. They're going to pitch it this way to number 4, Micah Peterson. As he makes a move at the 50, gets a break. He fumbles the ball. The ball is out. Hunter Pace dives on it, and we're going to get a flag on the play in the backfield. And that is the Rebels' ball. We'll see what the flag is. As the Rebels defense forces 2 fumbles, that ball was recovered at the Panther 45.
Or the keys to the game are kind of going the opposite way. We're getting all the turnovers early.
Illegal block in the back. I think the Rebels are going to decline that one if I had to take a guess. Not a real smart man, but I think I figured that one out. Really, Rebels football, 1st and 10 on the Panther 46-yard line. That turnover is brought to you by the town of Garden City. Rebels are 2 in turnovers right now as we stand with 3:28 to go in the Crawford Trial first quarter. As I don't mean to laugh, but Jack Bell on his way to the line of scrimmage tripped and fell and slid head first. Got back up, shook it off, trips to the left, one receiver to the right, Max Perry the back in the backfield. And that play is going to be blown down. I think we're going to have a false start against the Rebels. Indeed we do. That'll be back the Rebels up 15 yards as they're now on their own 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 with 3:27 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 6, the Panthers 0. 3:27 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. 1st and 15. The Rebels have to get the ball out to the Panthers 36-yard line for a first down. As they're going to want to speed the offense up a little bit. It took a little time getting out of the huddle. Carter Hoffman is the quarterback under center. Trips to the right. One receiver left. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. Hoffman's going to run the option. He cuts back out across the 50, and he's going to reach out to the 46-yard line of the Panthers. That's a good cutback from Hoffman, as it looked like he was swallowed up in the backfield.
Yep, shifty run.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 11, and that's a big play where that could have been 2nd and about 20 where Hoffman makes that move. It's 2nd and 11. That is one thing as an offense. You got to keep positive plays.
Yeah, we got to keep it manageable, down in distance.
As Hoffman, he comes out under center. He's got trips to his left. One receiver right. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. They're going to run the option this time around the left side. They're going to pitch to Perry. Perry has to make a man miss. He does, out across the 45 to about the 40, where it's going to bring up 3rd down and a little more manageable.
Ball goes out to Perry.
Max Perry running hard.
I want to point out that there was a great block on the play there by number 15, Kaysen Johnson. He set the edge for Perry to make that man miss in open space. Ball is placed on the Panther 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Rebels offense. Hunter Pace checks back into the game under center. They have trips to the left. Jaden Desch is the wide receiver on the right. Max Perry the back in the backfield. Hunter Pace nearly got the defensive line to jump, but they didn't jump into the neutral zone, so therefore they are still on sides. As Pace drops back to pass, looks right, has Desch, open, catches it at the 30, makes a man miss, and he's going to be wrapped up by about 3 Panthers, goes down, and his helmet pops off. Good tough run in there from Jaden Desch after the catch. That'll be a LSR refrigerated 1st and 10 for the Rebels on the Panther 30-yard line. As Jaden Desch will have to come off the field for a play because of his helmet.
First down for the Rebels.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels on the Panther 29. We have 2:34 to go in the Crawford Trot first quarter. Rebels break the huddle. 3 receivers to the left. Tight end on the right side of the formation. They have Max Perry in the backfield. Pace under center. gets the snap. He's going to roll to his left. Looks. Makes a man miss. He's wrapped up. Throws. He's going to throw it incomplete as he had Noah Perry just a little overthrown. But he had 2 defenders draped on him. That's a good job getting rid of that ball into safety.
That was good coverage by the Panthers. Not much going on downfield.
Pass incomplete.
He had Perry in the flat, but by the time Noah Perry was open, he had 2 defenders draped on him, and that's a tough throw as a quarterback, let alone with 2 defenders on you. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with 2:11 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. As Pace lines up under center. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. They have 3 receivers left, 1 tight end on the right side of the formation. Pace gets the snap. Rolls left again. Looks to throw. He's going to throw deep to the end zone. And that is nearly intercepted as Tanner Hatch was the nearest one to it. They're trying to get Trey Walker on that double move, but that was great defense from Hatch again.
Yeah, lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Not quite, though.
Tanner Hatch has been pretty impressive in coverage. I mean, the one catch he did give up probably wasn't his fault as Levi Stonehouse went up and made a spectacular diving backwards catch. That brings up 3rd down and 10 with 2:04 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 6, Panthers 0. Ball is on the Panther 29-yard line. As the Rebels come out, and we're going to get a timeout as there's a little confusion. Head coach Tyson Larson calls timeout, not a bad timeout there. But for now, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
This presentation on...
There's nothing better than a yummy, delicious cheeseburger. Except maybe if you add a large raspberry shake and tater tots that are cooked to perfection with just a little extra crunch. That's what you get with every burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph. There's a full menu to choose from, filled with delicious options that will tickle your taste buds every time. But when you find yourself craving a burger, always choose Crawford Trough. Nothing else compares. The Crawford Trough in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. In the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels football. They face 3rd and 10 on the Panther 29 with 2:04 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. Trip to the right. They pitch to Perry. They're going to give to Stonehouse on the reverse as Stonehouse falls down back at the 39-yard line. Tough break for the Rebels.
Stonehouse, the ball carrier.
He had blockers out front, but Cokeville kind of snipped that one out. That's going to bring up a long 4th down.
That was good defense on the edge there to set the edge. I think that was number 52 again. Cale Thompson, who's been very impressive on the defensive line for the Panthers. That'll bring up 4th down and about 20 for the Rebels, and they're going to punt it away.
Let's see if Desch can pin him deep here.
Desch is lined up on his own 48. As back deep to return for the Panthers is Moyes and number 3, Jack Dayton. As Desch gets the snap. Punts it away. That's a high arcing punt.
Good punt.
As a fair catch is called by Moyes at his own 6-yard line as Desch does a very good job pinning him back.
Yeah, I'm not sure he should have called fair catch there. He might have wanted to let that bounce, but.
As a kid that just muffed a punt, I mean, it's good to get one under your belt to catch it, to get the confidence back. So, but if you're the Rebels, you'll take it. As we go back to the live cam. As you can see on the live cam, the Rebels lead 6-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard with 1:10 to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter. It's 1st and 10 Panthers on their own 7-yard line. McDonald lines up under center. He's got a little bit of a wishbone, 2 fullbacks, 1 deep back. We saw that last week with Lovell. They're going to give to Dayton on the toss, and Dayton's going to run out to about the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 14. That'll be a gain of 7. They'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Tackled by Johnson.
Yeah, those quick hitters have been working for them so far. Rebels have got to kind of find a way to stop that.
49 seconds to go in the Crawford Trough first quarter as the Panthers break the huddle. McDonald under center. They're in the wing tee. Got a tight end on each side of the formation. 3 backs in the backfield. McDonald gets the snap. He's going to hand to number 4, Peterson, who runs right into Carter Hoffman.
and Hoffman's able to drive him to the ground. Nice play there from Carter Hoffman as Micah Peterson gets the snap.
Peterson with a nice run.
And a little interesting fact about Micah Peterson, I think you know him, don't you?
I do. He's my cousin.
Yeah, a little more family affair. Last week we had Trey Walker playing his cousin, who is the coach of the Bulldogs last week. So a little more family affairs. It's fun to see some of the people that you know and play football against them. It's fun to see the families go against each other as the Panthers have 3rd down and 1 on their own 14.
That's going to be the end of the quarter.
And with that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're about to start the T7 Propane second quarter as we update the Station on Main scoreboard. After a very good first quarter for the Rebels, they were able to force a couple turnovers defensively, and that's the difference so far as they punched it in off of 1 turnover.
Oh, Rich County's got to be tickled pink with that first quarter. So let's see if we can keep it going. We got 3rd and short here. Big play.
3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1 for the Panthers on their own 14. They come out in the wing tee. They get the snap. It's going to be McDonald right up the middle. He's going to rumble out to about the 18-yard line. That's good enough. Excuse me, it's Walker. He's good enough for a first down to his own 19.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
With 11:56 to go, the clock stops as they reset the sticks. Come out in the wing T formation, tight end on both sides of the line. This is something that the Panthers like to do. They're a power run football team. They go to the other side with number 3 Dayton on the right side. He's going to break a tackle all the way across the 30 to about the 33. That'll be enough for a first down for the Panthers.
First down, Cokeville.
Yeah, the defensive line shifted right there, right before the ball snapped, but unfortunately we shifted in the wrong direction. Cokeville went and ran it to their right-hand side. They had numbers. So.
It almost looks like Walker made that call at the line of scrimmage. He is a senior quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Dayton was a little surprised to get the ball.
10 from their own 34.
As they come out in the wing tee again, Donald gets the snap. The hand on the reverse as he goes to about the 39-yard line where he's tackled by Carter Hoffman. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 4 for the Panthers as the Rebels defense need to make a play here. They don't want to get pinned into their own zone, on their own side of the field. So right here is where they kind of want to bow up as they've given up some yards on this drive. They come out in the wing tee again. McDonald under center. The hard count they give to Dayton again around the left side. He's wrapped up again by Carter Hoffman, who's had a pretty good first half defensively. He's made a few big plays already.
Gain of 3 on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 2.
As that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers on their own 43-yard line. 10:43 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. The Station on Main scoreboard reads the Rebels 6, the Panthers 0. McDonald under center.
So we got Max Perry lined up at nose tackle. We're going to see if he can get in there and make a play.
Sends it back to the line of scrimmage now as a receiver. They're going to pitch to Dayton around the outside as Jaden Desch wraps him up, tackles him. Great play by Jaden Desch, who loses his helmet again. Might want to tighten that up, bud, as that is a gain of none on the play. That'll bring up 4th down and 2 for the Panthers.
About a yard and a half for the Cokeville first.
As it looks like the Panthers offense is going to stay on the field. They're going to go for it from their own side of the field. This could be a big opportunity for the Rebels defense as they come out in the wing T formation. And I think head coach Tyson Larson wants to talk about it as a timeout is called, it looks like, by the Rebels. With that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 6, the Panthers 0. We'll be back after this.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Big play here is it's 4th and 1 for the Panthers on their own 43-yard line, 9:56 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Walker comes out under center, gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself, cuts back, and it looks like he didn't quite get enough. As that was a great play on the interior. Levi Stonehouse again to finish the tackle. That is going to be another turnover for the Rich Rebels defense. Turnover on downs brought to you by the town of Garden City. As it's 1st and 10 Rebels from the Panthers' 43-yard line. What a play there by Stonehouse. And you got to give credit to the corner on the end. I didn't quite see who it was, but I think it was Kason Johnson. Did a good job setting the edge and forcing Walker to cut back upfield where Stonehouse was able to tackle him. Great play there from Levi and Kason Johnson. That's 1st and 10 Rebels. They have the ball in Panthers territory. Hunter Pace comes out under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. They send Trey Walker in motion. They're going to give to him. He cuts back at the line of scrimmage. That was a good cut or else he was going to get tackled for a loss. That was a good job to pick up the extra yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Rebels offense.
I saw that ball jiggling around. He needs to secure that ball if he's running right up the middle there.
Once again, the interior line there for the Cokeville Panthers has been very impressive. There hasn't been much up the middle for the Rebels.
Yeah, hard-fought game so far.
9:25 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Station on main scoreboard reads Rebels 6, Panthers 0. Carter Hoffman under center. Gets the snap. They're going to hand to Walker on the reverse, who fumbles the ball. It's out, and it looks like the Panthers are going to fall on it. Once again, turnovers come back to bite the Rebels.
Cokeville recovers, 1st and 10. Cokeville.
As on the reverse, the ball just slips out of Trey Walker's hands. You got to secure it before you can run. 1st and 10 for the Panthers on the 45-yard line. They trade turnovers. Panthers get the ball back about where they were when they turned it over.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. We had some open field there to the right.
Panthers come out in the wing T formation. They got a tight end on both sides. It's the power set for the Panthers. 1st and 10 Panthers from their own 45. They send it back in motion. That's Peterson. They fake as Walker looks to throw. Has a man open. It's caught at the 50, and he is forced out of bounds at the Rebel 44-yard line as that was Justin Moyes on the reception. That's a 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
On the Rebel 44, 1st and 10.
That was a nice throw on the run from Walker.
Good rollout. He had 2 guys actually open, and he went with the guy that was a little more shallow.
As the Panthers open it up a little bit, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're in the shotgun. There's 1 back in the backfield. That's Peterson. Walker gets the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to throw. That is deflected by Noah Perry. Good concentration by Dayton as he makes the catch, has some open space out across the 20 to about the 24. Unfortunate for the Rebels as Noah Perry got his hand to the ball.
So close.
He's inside the 20-yard line.
And it looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Rebels head coach Tyson Larson. With that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on main scoreboard reads 6-0. Rebels with the lead over the Panthers. We'll be back after this.
Timeout called by Rich Rebels.
We're actually going to go to the Gare Bear Fan Cam. As today's Fan Cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee. As we try to find the ad read for, there it is. Tonight's Fan Cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, your home and real estate investment experts. Whether you're looking for beachfront property a mountain retreat, year-round living, or investment properties, call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. That's Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. As Tyson Larson took a timeout, he did not like the way that play ended, and he wanted to talk to his team as we're going to go back to the live cam. 8:55 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Rebels with the 6-0 lead on the station on main scoreboard with the Panthers driving. Ball on the 20-yard line. McDonald under center. Gets the snap. He hands to Dayton. Dayton is wrapped up by Trey Walker. Nice tackle there by Walker.
Yeah, not much there on that play.
He gains 2 on the play.
As that's a gain of 2. Second down and 8 for the Panthers offense on the Rebels 16-yard line.
Yeah, Noah Perry sealed the edge on that play, forcing him inside for Trey Walker to make the tackle.
I do like that timeout from Rebels head coach Tyson Larson. They talked about all week that you can't let the bad plays compound, so giving his team to settle down as Walker comes out in the shotgun. Got a back next to him. Gets the snap, rolls to the right. He looks like he's going to keep it. As the Rebels are forcing him to the outside, Hunter Pace makes a nice play along with Jaden Desch as Walker picks up about 2, maybe 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Panthers on the Rebel 14-yard line. You'd have to think this is 4-down territory for the Panthers offense.
Yep.
7:55 to go, T7 Propane, second quarter. Walker comes out under center. They're in the wing T formation. As Walker surveys, sends it back in motion. That's Dayton. They're going to pitch to Peterson. That's going to be blown down before the play. As it is delay a game called against the Cokeville Panthers. That'll back them up 5 yards on this crucial third down.
That's a bad penalty. You don't want that.
Delay of game penalty goes against Cokeville.
With 7:35 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter, to bring up 3rd down and 11.
5-yard penalty brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the Rebel 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
Ball needs to get to the Rebel 7 for a first down. As Cokeville decides that they're going to talk about it with head coach Marty Linford. Once again, another good timeout called by a head coach. With 7:35 left to go in the T7 Propane second quarter, the Rich Rebels lead 6-0 on the station on main scoreboard. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this word from our sponsor.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Station on Main, the Les Schwab's Plains Tires scoreboard. Station on Main scoreboard reads 12-0. We're in the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as we're trying to fix the sound. I think we have it back now as the sound went out for a little bit. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties throughout the day, and unfortunately, the radio listeners just missed a 91-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Pace to Trey Walker as the Rebels now lead 12-0 with 6:11 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Jaden Desch lines up the Town of Woodruff kickoff. As it's low off the lineman, he's just going to fall on it. As that was nicely recovered there by 65, Caleb Hatterley. As that was a hard kick right at him. The Panthers are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, we're definitely tentative of kicking it deep after what happened on the opening kick.
So a huge stop for the Rebels defensively. There was an interception. Just to recap, because we lost the audio, there was an interception on a pass from Jaden Desch intercepted a pass from Walker. Rebels got the ball. Then Hunter Pace was intercepted, and the defensive back that intercepted the ball dropped the ball. Rebels got the ball back. Next play, they score a 91-yard touchdown as Walker's going to keep it as Max Perry makes the tackle. Walker rumbles out across the 48-yard line. That'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers offense. They come out. They go no huddle right into the wing T. Walker under center. Gets the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, throw a pass. It's going to be just out of the reach of Micah Peterson, who was open.
He was open.
That would have been 6 for the Panthers if that's completed. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers offense. Ball is placed on the Rebels' 48-yard line. We want to apologize for the technical difficulties we are having.
Yeah, we can blame it on the new guy.
Definitely wasn't the new guy, but if he wants to take the blame, I'm all about passing blame. What's accountability? As the Panthers come out, wing T down, gets the snap. They're going to hand to Layton. He bounces off Max Perry, and the Rebels rally to the ball, tackle him. That'll bring up 4th down and about 7 as Dayton picks up 2 on the play.
Yeah, Riker Hoffman and Frank Weston on the play.
4th down and 6, right on the 48.
It'll be interesting to see what the Panthers decide to do. 4th and 6 looks like they're going to go for it with 5:18 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. McDonald under center in the wing T. Have to watch for play action here if you're the Rebels defense. And that's what they do. McDonald's going to keep it as Desch out in space makes a man miss. That was Desch, and he's going to pick up just enough for a 1st down. As Walker kept it on the run play, the end on our side was sucked down on the play, and that's what left Walker with enough room for a 1st down.
Yeah, I think Cokeville got what they wanted here. They got one-on-one on the outside, and
it'll be 1st and 10.
Walker made a move on Walker.
4:55 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. It is 1st and 10 for the Panthers on the 41-yard line. They get the snap. They're going to pitch it to Peterson. Peterson's going to cut back as he is wrapped up and hauled down by Noah Perry.
Goes out to Peterson.
As that'll bring up 2nd down and about 4 for the Panthers offense as that tackle made at the 35-yard line. 4:25 to go in T7 Propane second quarter. The Station on Main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers 0.
Yeah, that quick pitch to the outside's been working for the Panthers. Let's see if the Rebels can make an adjustment.
They come out in the shotgun, trips to the right, one receiver left. McDonald in the backfield. He's got a back with him. Gets the snap. He's going to roll right and pass. Has a man, throws, and he is erased immediately. That's a 5-on-5 crime as number 5, Kason Walker makes the catch, and he is hit by Jaden Desch. But that'll be enough for a 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Desch with the tackle.
As that's brother to brother right there.
First down, right
going
on the
from
30-yard line.
going from Landon Walker to Kason Walker. 3:46 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Come out in the wing T. It's Walker under center. He's got 3 backs in the backfield. As they go left to right, Peterson, Walker, and then Dayton.
Oh.
And that should have been a false start penalty as they throw to Walker. They get a flag, as I think we're going to get a legal motion, so they could have called a couple different penalties just because on the end the back kind of fell forward as they sent the runner in motion. Either way, it's going to back the Panthers up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 35-yard line. They have to get the ball to the Rebel 20 for a first down, and this is where you want to capitalize if you're the Rebels defense, right here.
Yep. Now we got them in a long yardage situation.
Illegal shift penalty goes against the Panthers. 5-yard penalty.
And I
First
think
down,
that call
15.
becomes because instead of it being a false start because both players went into motion, that's why it's not a false start. Instead it's a legal shift, but the Rebels do get 5 yards back. McDonald under center, wing T. They send it back in motion. It's Peterson. They get the snap. They're going to throw right away. Pump fake, and he keeps it. Stays on his feet. Nice run there as he rumbles out to about the 30, tackled by Max Perry. As Walker wanted to throw that ball immediately.
Landon Walker
He was
keeps the
unable
ball.
to. Was hit in the backfield, but he was able to escape, pick up 5 yards. That's a nice play there from Landon Walker, and he's been as good as advertised. With 2:50 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. As the clock continues to run, the Panthers are taking their time. They're going to try to score here with as little time much left on the clock as possible.
Yeah, they've been moving the ball well. They just haven't had anything to show for it.
Just a reminder that the Rebels get the ball to start the second half. Walker gets the snap. He's going to roll right. Looking to pass. Gets out. He's going to throw deep. Has a man in the end zone. And that is batted away by Levi Stonehouse. Great play by Stonehouse. That'll bring up 3rd and 10
Pass incomplete. Intended
for the Panthers. You could see, looks like that's defensive coordinator Lex Cornea on the sideline. He's fired up after Stonehouse makes that play. 2nd down and 2:19 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. 3rd and 10 for the Panthers offense as they got to get the ball to the Rebels 20-yard line for a first down. As they come out in the wing T formation, McDonald under center. 3 backs in the backfield. They send one in motion. That's number 5, Kason Walker. They fake the handoff. They're going to pass. Throws on the move. Has a man. Overthrows him. That'll bring up 4th and 10 from the Rebel 35. 2:13 to go. It's decision time for the Panthers sideline.
4th down and 10 for the Panthers.
And the way McDonald's talking to his coach, it does not look like it's much of a decision. They are going for it right now.
Yeah, he had a man there on the sideline. He just couldn't make the hookup.
Good job by the defensive line of the Rebels to force Walker to throw that ball on the move.
Yeah, we've had great pressure on him most of the day.
He's allowed to set his feet, plant, and throw. Walker's good enough where he can make that throw. He's shown that today.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have great arm strength. Been impressed.
They come out shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They have a tight end on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Walker gets the snap. He's going to throw. Throws it right away. Has Dayton trying to set up a screen. He cuts back, and he is nearly wrapped up by Dash, who loses his helmet again. Dash has got to get a better helmet, man. It was kind of funny the first 2 times, but now it's getting a little scary. I don't want to see Jaden get hurt, but the Rebels are able to wrap the ball carrier up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels as they make the play. Ball is going to be on the Rebel 37-yard line, as that was a good play by Dash initially to stop that screen.
Let's see how aggressive Coach Larson wants to be here before half. I'm sure he's pretty happy with the 12-0, but love to have some more.
This is something that Bill Belichick and the Patriots, that they mastered during their time in New England, where they'd score right before half and get to the second half kickoff, go back down and score. That's a 14-point swing in the NFL.
Huge. Yep.
As Hunter Pace comes out under center, they send Max Perry in motion. They're going to pitch to Perry. Perry makes a man miss in the backfield, makes another man miss, up the middle, across the 30, makes a man miss to the 40, to the 45, 50, into Panther territory, cuts back to the 40. What a run. Max Perry, electric in the open field. Perry makes 3 men miss and gets the Rebels out into Panthers territory. 1st and 10 from the Panther
For the Rebels,
37-yard line. What a run by Max Perry. Turns a negative 2-yard run into a very, very positive 50-yard plus run.
Yep, I almost gave up on that play. I thought he was down. He kept those legs churning. He's been doing that all year, though.
That's Max Perry football. Keep those legs moving. Carter Hoffman's the quarterback for the Rebels right now. As Hoffman's going to run it right up the middle. Gets to about the 35-yard line where he's pushed back. That's going to bring up second down and about 7 for the Rebels offense.
Yeah, so I'm not sure we have any timeouts left. I think we burned them all early.
We do not have any timeouts. You are correct about that.
Okay.
1:20 to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Rebels looking to score quickly before half.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second
Hoffman
down and 8.
under center. They send Noah Perry in motion. We're going to get a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
That was an emphatic flag, too. False start against the Rebels.
That will stop the clock.
If you're the Rebels, you got to hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 13.
Once again, Jaden Dash has made a 37-yard field goal this year. They missed the earlier extra point attempt, but
yeah, we're under a minute.
Rebels look to move the ball down the field into field goal position. It's Hoffman under center. He sends Noah Perry in motion. As they run into each other, that's not going to be what the Rebels offense wants to do. 47 seconds to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. As the Rebels huddle up,
For a loss of 3
they're going to face third down and about 16. But the Panthers are going to call timeout. And while they do, we're going to stay right here. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. I just want to go over a quick recap while we were having technical difficulties. So what happened, I'm not sure where the difficulty started, but down here was a big change of momentum as the Rebels got the interception from Jaden Dash, had the ball. 2 plays later, Hunter Pace throws an interception, but the ball is punched out on the return as it was Jack Dayton with the interception. He fumbles it. Rebels recovered. They gained 2 yards on that play. Ball on the 9-yard line next play. Rebels, 91-yard touchdown pass to Trey Walker.
Longest play of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
You would be correct. They don't get very much longer than that, do they?
So I'll be interested to see what we do here. Are we going to go conservative, or are we going to air it out right here?
3rd and 16. Ball needs to get to the Panther 28-yard line as Pace drops back to pass. Throws to Stonehouse. Hook and ladder as they give to Walker. Walker's going to come down just short of the line to gain, but they're going to be at 4th and 2. This makes it a much more manageable. That was a great call. Rebels have to hurry up. 27 seconds to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Looks like they're going to go for it. Once again, if the Rebels pick up a first down, the clock will stop. Give them an opportunity to line up and spike it. Pace drops back. He's going to throw. Throws to the end zone. Has a man there. That's going to be intercepted by Hatch.
Interception by Hatch.
And that is another turnover by the Rebels offense, but they were going for a touchdown before half. 11 seconds to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. It'll be Panthers ball, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line with 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think he had a guy here that possibly could have got the first down, but he went for it all. Sometimes the gambles don't pay off.
Station on main scoreboard reads 12-0 Rebels over the Panthers. 11 seconds to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
11 seconds left in the half.
If you're the Rebels, you can give up 79 yards. You can't give up 80. As they pitch to Layton. Layton around the outside. Makes a move, and he's going to step out of bounds. Good idea there. 6 seconds to go. That's good heads-up football there from Layton. He got the first down and stepped out of bounds, giving his team another chance to run another play.
Yep, he got what he could. Got out of bounds.
Nice run by Jack Dayton. First
that was
down.
Really good football IQ there from the Panthers. Junior, excuse me.
6 seconds left in the half.
6 seconds to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Panthers come out in the wing T. Got a tight end on both sides. McDonald under center. Gets the snap. He looks to pass. Drops back. He's going to throw deep. As a man, that is incomplete, but we're going to get a flag on the play.
Pass incomplete, intended for Hatch.
As that looks like it's going to be pass interference against Jarrett Mason in coverage. But in high school football, it's only a 15-yard penalty.
not the worst thing in the world. You'd rather give up 15 yards than give up a touchdown pass right before half.
Well, we're moving down the field. They're acting like it's a spot foul, but I don't think so.
They're actually going to wave the flag off, as that did look like very good coverage from Jarrett Mason, and that will do it for us here in the first half of play. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers nothing. We're going to have a long halftime as it is Panthers homecoming. As you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth, where it is time for the Lutz Construction halftime show. Lutz Construction, premier commercial and residential excavation and landscaping.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
As we get the live cam back up, but you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Lutz Construction is a premier excavation and landscaping company with over 25 years of experience. Lutz Construction delivers quality results on commercial and residential projects in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Lutz Construction sells everything you need for landscaping and offers a wide range of professional services like foundation digs and rock walls. For all your excavation and landscaping needs, call Lutz Construction. We dig Bear Lake. Visit diglutzconstruction.com.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We are in the middle of the Lutz Construction halftime show. Right now it is time for today's first half highlights brought to you by the Rich County government. And we're going to go to those highlights right now. Rebels up 12-0 as we try to get some stats for today's game. As my phone is loading up the stats. Once again, we want to recap what you may have missed during our little technical difficulties. We had the camera up, thankfully, so those online were able to watch, but I apologize for those over the radio. Our soundboard got unplugged, so unfortunately, radio doesn't have any video, so it's all sound. So we tried to fix that as quickly as we could, and while that happened, the Rebels scored a touchdown. But we're going to recap that whole sequence of plays because it was crazy as the Rebels, the Panthers offense faced a 4th and 10 from the 16-yard line. They try to find a wide receiver in the quarter of the end zone. Jaden Dash picks it off. The next possession, Rebels throw an interception. It is Jack Dayton on the pick for the Panthers. But as Dayton is returning the ball, it is punched out, recovered by the Rebels. So they get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. They actually picked up 2 yards on the play, but they gained a first down because of the change of possession. Next play, Trey Walker, 91-yard touchdown. Rebels were up 12-0 at that point, and they still are up 12-0. As we apologize again for the technical difficulties. But your highlights of the half, I mean, the game started off, couldn't have started any worse for the Rebels. They kicked off. The return is returned for a touchdown, called back by a penalty. After that, the Rebels force a turnover. 3:41 to go. Trey Walker runs in from 1 yard out for a touchdown. As the point after attempt is blocked. Rebels led 6-0 with 3:41 to go. And Hunter Pace completes a pass to Trey Walker, 91 yards for a touchdown, 2-point conversion, no good. 12-0 is where we stand on the scoreboard. We have 13 minutes to go in half. This is going to be a longer halftime show just because it is homecoming for the Panthers. Let's go over some stats. Total offense, the Rebels have 195 yards. The Panthers have 141. Rebels have run 28 plays, the Panthers 33. 7 yards per play for the Rebels, of course, helped out by that 91-yard touchdown. 33 plays for the Panthers, 4.3 per. Passing, 141. Hunter Pace is 4 for 9, 141. Walker, is 4 for 10 with 49. Yards per pass, 35.3 for the Rebels, 12.3 for the Panthers. The Rebels have 1 touchdown pass, 2 interceptions. Panthers have 1 interception. Rushing, the Rebels have 54 yards on 19 attempts. 23 attempts for the Panthers. They have 92. Receiving, 141 for the Rebels, 49 for the Panthers. Each team has caught 4 passes. Turnovers have been huge, where the Rebels have lost 1 fumble, where the Panthers have lost 3 fumbles. The Rebels have thrown 2 interceptions, the Panthers 1. Rebels lead the turnover battle 4-2 right now. 4-3. Take that back, 5-3 when you count the turnover on downs. Rebels still +2. Let's go to some individual stats. Max Perry leads the Rebels with rushes. He has 6 attempts for 49 yards. Hunter Pace, 1 attempt, 10 yards. Hoffman has 4 attempts, 3. Noah Perry, 2 for 1. Trey Walker has 5 attempts for 1 yard. Max Perry's averaging 8.2 yards per. Rushing for the Panthers, leading the way is number 3, Jack Dayton. He has 11 attempts, 49 yards. Landon Walker has 8 attempts, 26 yards. 3 attempts, 11 yards for number 4, Micah Pedersen. And number 15, Justin Moyes, has 1 attempt, for 6 yards.
All right, still plenty of time to get in.
Receiving is where Trey Walker has really made his mark on this game, as he has 1 reception for 91 yards. Not good at math, but that is an average of 91 yards per reception. If Trey Walker can average 91 yards per reception, that's going to be a really good number. But that was a long touchdown run for Walker, as he made 2 tacklers miss in the open field. Defensively, I want to talk about Jaden Desch, who has 4.5 tackles, 1 interception, and he has about 3 pass breakups to go along with that interception. Jaden Desch has been phenomenal defensively, as well as Levi Stonehouse. Stonehouse has a pass defense in the end zone as well. And that's going to do it for the Rich County Government highlights and stats for the first half. The first half highlights have been brought to you by the Rich County Government Rebels with Championship Cause. Coming up next, we'll visit with Violet Taylor on the Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week. She's a junior at Rich High School. Also plays for the volleyball team that finished off an undefeated conference season, Ellingford Brothers. For all your sand, gravel, cement, and steel fabrication needs, call Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, 307-789-1515. The score at halftime on the Station on Main scoreboard is the Rebels 12, the Panthers 0. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
You're tuned into the Lutz Construction Halftime Show. The Lutz Construction and Ellingford Brothers Standout Student Interview of the Week this week is Violet Taylor. We're going to go to that interview right now. Here with Violet Taylor. She's our Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week. Violet, how's school going for you so far this year?
It's going pretty well. It's been good.
You're a junior, and you're also on the volleyball team, and you guys have been on a roll lately. What do you attribute that to?
I think we've all been working hard to try to get better and to really bond as a team and work together, and that's really been paying off.
One thing I've noticed about you when you're on the court is that no matter the situation, you're always even-keeled. Your expressions really never change. You never get too high, you never get too low. What do you attribute that to?
I think that's just the way that I've learned to play for me, and that's the way it works for me. And we've all tried to learn to see how each teammate works and how they play, and we've been trying to learn how to work with each other, and that's been something that we've been working at as well.
So, thing that you guys do as a team together that you really enjoy?
A lot of us get along, we're pretty good friends, and we hang out sometimes out of school, and we're going to do some team bonding, and it's going to be really good, I think.
So if you're a junior in high school, I think you're the first junior that we've had on the Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week. What does it kind of feel like to be an upperclassman? You're not quite to your senior year yet, but you're still kind of third year in. How do you feel about that?
It's gone fast, yeah. It's kind of crazy that I'm already a junior, but I think there's an opportunity to influence the coming in generation, that we can be able to really be a force for good as an older student.
So I noticed your name up there for a couple of track records already. And once again, you're only a junior. Are you looking to more records, maybe set a better marker for yourself?
Yeah, I hope so. Track season's a little ways away, but it'll be fun when it gets here.
Another interesting thing about Violet is that her dad is the principal of Rich High School. So what is it like having your dad be the principal? That's something I could never imagine.
I think that we have a good enough relationship that we can really anything that happens.
Probably the school dance is not as much fun, huh?
Yeah, it's a little awkward sometimes.
What are some of your goals to accomplish academically and athletically? Let's go academics first.
I want to finish with straight A's and do well in my college classes, and I'm hoping to maybe improve on my ACT score and get into some colleges that I'd like to, so there's that. I'm not really looking to do much after high school, but to develop the characteristics in high school that will help me for the rest of my life.
One last question before we go. This seems to be the one that stumps everyone. What should the world know about Violet Taylor?
I'm just trying to be the best person that I can and to help others along the way, and be, most of all, just love everyone and try to be kind and be a good influence on others.
This has been our Standout Student Interview sponsored by Ellingford Brothers.
For all your cement, sand, gravel, steel fabrication needs, call Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, 307-789-1515. We interviewed Violet Taylor this week in our Standout Student of the Week. We'll be right back after this from our sponsors. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Lutz Construction is a premier excavation and landscaping company with over 25 years of experience. Lutz Construction delivers quality results on commercial and residential projects in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Lutz Construction sells everything you need for landscaping and offers a wide range of professional services like foundation digs and rock walls. For all your excavation and landscaping needs, call Lutz Construction. We dig Bear Lake. Visit diglutzconstruction.com.
There's nothing better than a yummy, delicious cheeseburger. Except maybe if you add a large raspberry shake and tater tots that are cooked to perfection with just a little extra crunch. That's what you get with every burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph. There's a full menu to choose from, filled with delicious options that will tickle your taste buds every time. But when you find yourself craving a burger, always choose Crawford Trough. Nothing else compares. The Crawford Trough in Randolph. Stop in today.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're getting ready for the town of Woodruff kickoff to start the third quarter. Rebels will get the ball about 2 minutes away from that.
Lutz Construction is a premier excavation and landscaping company with over 25 years of experience. Lutz Construction delivers quality results on commercial and residential projects in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Lutz Construction sells everything you need for landscaping and offers a wide range of professional services like foundation digs and rock walls. For all your excavation and landscaping needs, call Lutz Construction. We dig Bear Lake. Visit diglutzconstruction.com.
As we adjust the cameras, back to the live cam, third quarter. Got about a minute 30 to go, 90 seconds. They're going to give some extra time to warm up.
Jamming out to Eye of the Tiger. I bet you heard some of that last night at Tabiona, didn't you?
A little bit, quite a bit actually. Pretty good music selection today, as during most of the halftime show I was trying to be louder than Van Halen, and nobody is louder than Van Halen. So I was kind of behind the 8 ball there, but we're struggling through, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate you joining us today. Brandon, of course, Brandon Holmes is joining us today. He is the father of Jet Holmes and the son of a new assistant coach. Go ahead and talk about him real quick.
Yeah, so he's been the basketball coach for the last couple of years, and they asked him to do something for the football team, mostly working with the DBs and the quarterbacks. So he's getting up there. He's a 65-year-old man, but he can still run.
I don't know. It looks like his the little help he's given if he was there all week for practice. The DBs have looked fantastic today. Desch, of course, with a pick and 3 pass breakups. Stonehouse with a pass breakup of his own. And a couple of them in the end zone. Some big plays made defensively where those could have both been touchdowns for the Panthers.
Yeah, we've definitely had a bend, not break defense where Cokeville has got a lot of yardage. I don't know how many yards they've got on the day, but they just haven't been able to capitalize, get any points out of it. But our defense has been pretty impressive.
At last glance, we went over the stats at halftime. We can look up those stats real quickly as the Rebels have outgained the Panthers. As we bring up the stats once again, they have outgained the Panthers by 195 to 141. So both offenses have moved the ball down the field. As it will be the Rich Rebels to receive the Town of Woodruff kick in the third quarter. Once again, if you're just joining us, the station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers 0. We're just making sure the technical difficulties went away. We're having a little bit more there. We got those quickly fixed, as that was more human error right there than it was a technical difficulty. Yeah, the old football player in you, counting the players on the field.
I'm just making sure we're all present and accounted for.
Must have been a safety. Must have been a safety. This third quarter is brought to you by the Town of Randolph, while the kickoff is brought to you by the Town of Woodruff.
Back deep to receive for the Rebels.
As it is Dayton to kick. Ball's on the 40-yard line. He approaches. Unleashes a kick. That's a good one. As it bounces, it's going to roll into the end zone. Nice decision there from Trey Walker. Good boot there from Jack Dayton. That's the first time we saw their kicking team.
By Jack Dayton.
And Dayton clearly has a leg. He seems to do almost everything for this Panthers team.
First and 10 for the Rebels on the 20.
Rebels will get the ball first and 10 from their own 20. No time came off the clock, so we got 12 minutes to go in the Town of Randolph third quarter. Rebels with the ball up 12-0 on the station on main scoreboard. As Hunter Pace trots out onto the field with the offense.
So he must have not gotten the message that the Cokeville Panthers are an orange team. He's wearing those orange socks.
That's kind of Hunter's style, though. He's wore orange every game. Kind of respect sticking with it, though. As the aforementioned Hunter Pace is under center, as you can point him out on the video stream with his orange socks. He sends Noah Perry in motion. He's going to hand to Max Perry. Max Perry up the middle. Has a couple of yards to about the 23-yard line.
He's stopped by Ben Como.
Ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line. Gain of 2. Second and 8 for the Rebels offense. 11:40 to go in the Town of Randolph third quarter. And this is a big drive coming out of halftime for some momentum. As they come out with trips to the left, Hunter Pace under center. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. They get the snap. Pace drops back to pass, looks left, throws, has a man. It's underthrown as Trey Walker was open in the flats. That'll bring up third down and 8 with 11:21 to go in the Town of Randolph third quarter.
Yeah, good coverage on that play. I'm not sure how much he would have gained if he caught that ball, but yep, just a little bit underthrown.
Bring up third and 8 with 11:21 to go in the third quarter. Ball is on the Rebels' 22-yard line. They got to get to the 30 to pick up a first down. So the nice thing about a touchback is the math is real easy. As we got trips to the left, Pace comes out under center, has a tight end on the right side of the formation. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. Hunter Pace rolls to his right. He's looking to throw. Stops, fires, has Desch at the 32-yard line, makes the catch. He ran back across the 30, but did a good job to get back to the 32-yard line. Jaden Desch with a nice reception. A 9-yard reception gives the Rebel an LSR refrigerated first and 10 as Desch makes a wonderful catch. That's a good throw. Same route there. Hunter Pace finds Jaden Desch. This time he hits him right in the numbers.
Yep, he stepped into that one a little bit, gave it all he had. That was a great throw, great catch.
11:08 to go in the town of Randolph third quarter. The ball is on the Rebel 32-yard line, 1st and 10. They lead 12-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
Okay, interesting.
They come out in the Wildcat. This is the formation they scored their first touchdown with, as Trey Walker is in the backfield. Gets the snap. It's high, and we're going to get that play blown down. As I think we're going to get a false start penalty. That'll back the Rebels up 5 yards. When they get in the shotgun, though, one thing I've noticed, both of those snaps have been high to Walker.
2nd down and 15.
Trey Walker's showing some good hands to go up and get it. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Rebels on their own 27-yard line. They come out, same formation. Walker's the back in the backfield. Excuse me, Perry's the back in the backfield. Walker at the quarterback position. He's going to go to his right up the middle. Stiff arms a man, is unable to get out of the grasp of number 12. That's Landon Walker. Landon Walker makes another great play defensively.
That was a much better snap there from center Jack Bell.
2nd down and 15. No gain on the play.
As that play goes for no yards, 2nd down and 15 for the Rebels offense. They got to get the ball to the 42.5-yard line to pick up a 1st down. They come out in the Wildcat again, trips to the right. Max Perry in the backfield with him. That snap goes over the head of Trey Walker. Walker's able to pick it up, trying to escape. He's at the 10. He's going to be tackled. The ball is loose. As I think that's going to be called a fumble. Recovery for the Panthers.
High snap. Goes behind the quarterback. He gets it.
It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers ball.
Cokeville.
As turnovers bite the Rebels again.
Yep. It looked like he was close to being down, but they called him. They called it a fumble.
From the 15.
You still got to hold on to the ball through the ground in high school because there are no instant replays. The Panthers are going to come out as the Rebels substitute late. Come out in the wing T formation. That's a huge blow for the Rebels offense. The defense needs to stand tall here as the ball is on the 15-yard line. The Panthers can get a 1st down on the 5-yard line on their way to the end zone. As McDonald gets the snap, he's going to hand to Peterson. Peterson is wrapped up at about
Handoff goes to Peterson.
The 23-yard line as he's brought down by Tiny Pace. As that's a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 with 9:40 to go in the town of Randolph third quarter.
Line.
As the Panthers are looking to march to the end zone for the first time in the game. Yep. This is where the Rebels defense has been very good. They've been very good in the red zone so far today.
Yep, bend not break.
McDonald comes out under center. 2 backs in the backfield. It's a split back formation. He sends the back, number 5, Walker, in motion. They're going to pitch to Dayton as Dayton tries to get the edge. He's tripped up there by Jaden Desch.
Pitch goes out to Jack Dayton, but there's a flag on the field.
There's a flag down on the play. We're going to await the signal as that flag is at the 15-yard line.
Area of holding.
We're going to get a holding call against the Panthers. That'll back them up 10 yards.
Goes against Cokeville.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 18 as the referee's going to walk it back to the 25-yard line. He initially started walking 1 yard each footstep, but then I think he noticed that it was on the main line. So just go ahead and trot that back to the 25. Make it easier on yourself.
That easy math you were talking about.
Easy math is the best math.
2nd down and 20.
9:09 to go in the town of Randolph third quarter. The Panthers have the ball. 2nd down and 20 from the 25-yard line of the Rebels. The Rebels shift. As McDonald gets the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to run a draw up the middle as Hoffman can't get to him, but the combination of Walker and Desch make the play. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 15. As that was a good play. You can give up some yards 2nd and 20, but don't give up the big play, and that's the play that killed them last week against Level.
Yep, design quarterback run, good open field tackle.
You could tell that the Cokeville Panthers did their homework, as that play was marginally successful. 3rd down and 14. Panthers have the ball on the 19-yard line. They got to get to the Rebels 5 for a 1st down. As McDonald drops back to pass, looks, he rolls right. As he's going to throw to the end zone, that is deflected out of bounds. But once again, number 5, Jaden Desch,
Makes another play defensively, as I think your dad's starting to pay off for Jaden, as Jaden's played very well today at that corner spot.
He has. He was sticking to him. We had good pressure on that play from Jack Bell.
This is going to bring up 4th down and 14 for the Panthers offense. They got to get the ball to the Rebels' 5-yard line.
4th down and 14.
See what the Panthers draw up. As Walker, is in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's got a back in the backfield with him. It's Peterson. As they get the snap, he's going to roll, throw. Has a man at the 10. As Stonehouse can't wrap him up, he's going to score as he breaks 2 tackles. That pass was caught by Tanner Hatch. Touchdown Panthers, 12-6. The Cokeville Panthers cut the lead in half.
Nice pass from Walker.
Yeah, I think they got what they wanted right there. They had some one-on-one on the outside.
He gets across the goal line.
7:59 to go. The Panthers are going to go for 2, try to cut this to a 4-point game. Or I take that back. It looks like they're going to kick with Jack Dayton.
Jack Dayton getting set to kick the point after.
And this is where turnovers are huge. Just because the snap on the way, kick on the way, it is no good as he pulled it.
No good.
So with 7:59 to go in the town of Randolph, 3rd quarter, the Station on Main scoreboard reads 12-6. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth with another Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on Main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers 6. Panthers just scored a touchdown. They have the town of Woodruff kickoff in their hands. 7:59 to go in the town of Randolph, 3rd quarter. This is a big possession here for the Rebels, as they have 3 players back. That's Max Perry, Trey Walker, and Levi Stonehouse as the up back at the 10-yard.
For the Panthers, back deep to receive is Perry and Walker.
As Dayton approaches, he's going to kick the ball. That's a high kick into the air where it'll bounce at about the 15, take a weird hop as Stonehouse will pick it up. He's going to go around the right side as he is tackled at about the 20-yard line. Good job there by Levi Stonehouse to pick that up, gain some yardage. It'll be 1st and 10 Rebels from their own 20.
Tanner Hatch, the first one on the scene with the tackle.
So let's see what they decide to do. Is they went some wildcat last possession as Hunter Pace is still on the sideline. Looks like they're going to do it again. Or they have Carter Hoffman in the game. Maybe Carter's going to play quarterback, but they're showing different looks to the Panthers. And
yeah, that's one thing about the offense is that we don't line up the same way very often.
As it's Carter Hoffman under center. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. They send Trey Walker in motion. They're going to run the option, except they're going to give to Max Perry up the middle. Good fake there from Carter Hoffman. He got me as Max Perry picks up 3 yards. They'll bring up 2nd down and 7 from their own 22-yard line.
2nd down and 7.
Yeah, the middle of that Panther defense has been pretty tough all day. 3 yards is about all we can get.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding for Perry up the middle. Besides one play where he had to bounce off 4 tackles, and even that long run, that was the play I'm talking about, that was still tough sledding. As Hoffman comes out under center, Max Perry's the back in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to his right, sends Noah Perry in motion. They give to Max Perry. He cuts back up the middle to about the 25-yard line, maybe to the 26. Good effort there from Max to keep his legs going. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4 for the Rebels offense.
Manageable 3rd down right here.
6:50 to go in the town of Randolph, 3rd quarter. The Station on Main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers 6. I'm Aaron Poling. This is Brandon Holmes with you, filling in for Mr. Leifson, as he is in a meeting today. He's unable to make the game. We want to thank Brandon for doing this as he's running the camera as well. Hoffman comes out under center. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to the left. He gets the snap. He's going to run behind the offensive line.
That's not going to be enough.
As he's going to get to about the 28-yard line. Had to get to the 29 to pick up a first down. As we're going to get a whistle, as it looks like Carter's a little banged up on the play. And with that, you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're actually going to stay here as Carter is going to walk off the field.
Yeah, that's a good sign. That was definitely a big pile up underneath there. He's kind of holding his left arm funny.
Decision time for the Rebels offense. They need 1 yard. See if they're going to punt. As the clock continues to run, 6:09 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. Looks like the Rebels offense is out on the field. It'll be Hunter Pace under center. Walker, the fullback. Max Perry is the deep back.
Got to get a push right here.
So they're going to hand to Max Perry. He's going to run it up the middle to out to about the 30-yard line. That should be enough. That is enough for the LSR Refrigerated 1st and 10 as Max Perry with the second effort. He was contacted right about the line. Falls forward, picks up that extra yard. 1st and 10 Rebels as they move the chains on their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, good hard run right there.
So I was expecting a little bit of the Rebels trying to get them to jump. Hunter Pace has been very good at that this year, to get the other team to jump on a 4th down play. Rebels come out, trips to the right. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. Pace is going to pass. He throws, has Noah Perry open at the 35, makes the catch, rumbles forward to about the 38-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 2. Nice pitch and catch there from Pace to Perry. We'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Tackled there by Case and Walker.
As that out route has been open pretty much for most of the day, just the Rebels have been unable to take too much advantage of it as they haven't been able to find them.
2nd down and 3.
As the Rebels offense comes out, they're going to have to go for a trot as they huddled up pretty deep in the backfield. As we come out in the I formation, it's Walker in the deep back, Perry in the middle. They're going to hand to Trey Walker up the middle. He has stopped the line of scrimmage. Once again, this interior line for the Cokeville Panthers is very, very solid.
Yeah, we're pretty evenly matched. It's been a battle up front.
5:23 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. The station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers 6. Rebels face a 3rd and 2 from their own 39-yard line. They have to get the ball to the 40.
Gain of 1 on the play, 3rd down and 2.
They have to get about a yard on the play. It's more of a 3rd and 1 than a 3rd and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line. See what the Rebels decide to do is last time they needed a yard, they went to Max Perry. As they're going to come out with trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Hunter Pace is under center. We're going to get a timeout from head coach Tyson Larson. He didn't quite like what he saw. And with that, you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels 12, the Panthers 6. We'll be back after this.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 4:53 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. The Rebels offense faces a 3rd and 1 from their own 39. They got to get the ball to the 40-yard line. Hunter Pace under center. He's got trips to the right, 1 to the left. Or reverse that, trips to the left. He's going to roll out. He's going to keep it himself. Has Max Perry blocking for him. Lowers his head. He's out across the 40 to the 41. Hunter Pace was not going to be denied there as he lowered the boom.
Great effort.
Down by Peterson.
As that was a nice play there from number 4, Micah Peterson, and number 12, Landon Walker. We mentioned Walker's name again, and we've mentioned it quite a bit because he's been very solid for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their team leaders.
4:37 to go to town of Randolph, third quarter. 12-6 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels have the ball. Trips to the right. Hunter Pace under center. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. Pace gets the snap, looks to throw. As he's going to throw, there's a flag on the play. Intercepted again as it's Layton. Layton puts 2 arms on the ball as he's running out across the 35 to the 40. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Flag on the play. I think that's going to be a hold against the Rebels.
That's Jack Dayton again. Second interception of the day.
Turnovers have been killing the Rebels.
There is a flag on the field, though.
That is holding against the Rebels. That penalty will be declined. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers as the defense has to hold again.
Goes against the Rebels.
That seemed like the same exact play he threw last time. Across the middle, just a little too high for his receiver.
It's another turnover by the Rebels offense. The defense has to hold big here. But it's a tough ask when it's only 29 yards to the end zone, and it's been back-to-back possessions where they've been in a bad spot. Come out in the wing T formation as McDonald comes out under center. He's got a tight end on both sides of the line.
So we've only got 10 guys, if I count correctly.
They get an 11th out there as they're going to hand it to Dayton. Dayton cuts it up the middle. He's tripped up on the play by Levi Stonehouse. Levi Stonehouse was relaying to the sideline that they only had 10. As 24,
yeah, that was Riker.
Riker Hoffman runs onto the field late.
Second down and 5.
As the Rebels look to substitute, they will. And they're going to have to sprint off the field as they get off the field in time. Walker under center in the wing T. It's 2nd down and 5. 3:42 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. Walker gets the snap. He fakes. He's going to keep it himself as he is tripped up by Trey Walker as he is short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2. Nice play there by Trey Walker to keep contained as Walker on Cokeville decided to keep the ball and try to cut back the other way.
Yeah, and if Walker doesn't make that play, he's got a lot of running room.
Down and 2.
They're coming to the line quick.
From the 21.
In the wing T. Walker under center. He's got 3 backs in the backfield. Gives a signal to his running back. They'll send number 5. That's Kason Walker in motion. They're going to keep with Walker around the right side. Makes a move through a hole. He's going to get enough for the first down.
Walker keeps the ball.
Gets the ball all the way out to about the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Cokeville.
Down, right on the 15-yard line.
Riker Hoffman and Frank Weston on the play.
First and 10 for the Cokeville Panthers on the Rebel 15. 2:44 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. Walker under center. Has 3 backs in the backfield. As he's going to give this time to Peterson. He runs into the back of his own man. He's able to bounce forward. Nice tackle there by Riker Hoffman. As initially they had him stop, but Peterson kept his legs moving. Picks up
Peterson.
5, maybe 6. That'll be 2nd down and 4.
He'll gain 6 on the play.
For the Panthers. 2:15 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. A quarter that's been dominated by the Cokeville Panthers offense. Is Walker under center. He's got 3 backs in the backfield. Rebels defense shifts at the line of scrimmage. They're going to hand to Layton around the left side. He's going to bounce off a man. It looks like he's close to the line to gain for a first down.
Carries the ball.
See if they give it to him. They will give him the first down as he is tackled at the 5-yard line. That'll bring 1st and goal. 1:47 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter.
First down and goal inside the 5.
Where the Rebels defense needs to tighten up as they've been put in precarious spots back-to-back possessions. As they come out in the wing T, Walker under center. They give to, it's actually going to be a keeper as Max Perry sniffed that out. Makes the play in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 2. Max Perry comes through, makes the play. That's what you love to see out of your senior. He blitzed that A-gap, made the play.
2 on the play. 2nd down and goal from the 7.
Bring up second down and goal from the 7-yard line. 1:10 to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. This quarter has flown by. They come out, 3 backs in the backfield. They got a tight end on each side. McDonald under center. Gets the snap. He's going to hand to Layton. Layton has very little room, was able to escape for a second before a 3-on-3 tackle as Trey Walker makes the play.
Yeah, Jack Dayton's going nowhere on that play.
They'll bring up second down.
Handoff goes to Dayton.
And goal, or excuse me, third down and goal from the 9 is another loss on the play.
Third down.
Got 33 seconds to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter.
From the 8.
Rebel defense hanging in.
Station on main scoreboard reads Rebels 12. The Panthers 6. Big play here. Third down and goal from the 8-yard line. McDonald under center. He's going to keep it himself as he's going to get the outside, and there's no one there. McDonald's going to scamper in for a touchdown.
Landon Walker.
As Landon Walker ties the ball game at 12 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
Touchdown, Cokeville.
Big point after attempt coming here.
Tie game, 9 seconds left in the third quarter.
As that's just been something that's happened the last 2 possessions. The Rebels defense had them backed up, but were unable to capitalize. Now they're going to need to stop the 2-point conversion, as it looks like the Panthers are going for 2. 9 seconds to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. The Station on Main scoreboard reads 12-12. As they come out in the wing T formation, it's Walker under center. They send the other Walker in motion. They're going to pitch it to Layton. That was a good catch there from Layton as he's going to try to get to the outside, and that's nothing doing there from Jaden Desch. As Jaden Desch makes a play, as that 2-point conversion attempt is no good. With that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on Main scoreboard reads 12-12. Panthers and the Rebels tied. We'll be back after this.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Station on Main scoreboard reads the Panthers 12, Rebels 12, 12-12 tie here with 9 seconds to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. Panthers just scored, and Layton is ready to kick it away. Excuse me, Dayton is ready to kick it away. As we have 3 receivers back deep for the Rebels. Max Perry on the left, Levi Stonehouse in the middle, Trey Walker on the left, Max Perry on the right. Stonehouse is in the middle. As Dayton is ready to kick.
Back deep to receive for the Rebels is Walker and Perry.
Dayton approaches and he kicks that ball in the air.
That's going out of bounds.
That's going to take a bounce out of bounds just barely. Whew. That ball looked like it was going to be 5 yards out, and that ended up only being about 6 inches out of bounds. Good read there from Trey Walker. That's going to give the Rebels the ball at the 35-yard line. With 9 seconds to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. One last play in the quarter.
So I'm glad to see Carter Hoffman back out there. He was holding his arm, but it looks like he's okay.
First and 10 Rebels from their own 35. Looking to gain a little more momentum as they've turned the ball over their last 2 possessions. As Hoffman ran back out on the field, but he is called back by Hunter Pace. As the Rebels line up 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage in the huddle. They'll never hear the play call from that far back. Hunter Pace under center. Max Perry's the back in the backfield. 2 receivers each side. They send Noah Perry in motion. They're going to pitch as Hunter Pace throws it to Noah Perry out across the 40 to the 45. What a read there by Hunter Pace.
They're going to get Stonehouse on the hold here.
That's going to back the Rebels up. 2 seconds to go in the town of Randolph, third quarter. We're going to get one more play in.
Penalty goes against the Rebels.
Now the coaching staff believes that was a good block, but referees didn't see it that way.
Oh, back the Rebels up.
That'll bring up first down and 12.
It'll be first and 12 for the Rebels. So after a penalty, I mean, it stinks to take the yards off the board, but first and 12 was a lot better than first and 20. That happened upfield. As the clock begins to run, and that's going to do it for us here in the town of Randolph, third quarter. The station on main scoreboard reads the Panthers 12, the Rebels 12. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch,
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire.
Welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Tire's broadcast booth. Trey Walker has the ball, makes a move, and he is going to be pushed back as that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. Rebels tried some trickery. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Second down and 13 for the Rebels offense. They are on their own 33-yard line. As we were in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter, we got 11:36 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter.
Bring up a second down.
As second down and 12 for the Rebels. As they line up with trips to the right, back in the backfield is Walker. They have a receiver to the left as well. They send Walker in motion. Pace is going to throw to Walker. He's got some blockers in front of him. Walker drops the ball, and that is going to be a fumble recovered by the Panthers. As it's late, and he's going to rumble all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Fumble on the play.
As another turnover kills the Rebels, as the Panthers take a 6-point lead. They now lead 18-12 on the station on main scoreboard.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I don't know if that was a backwards pass. That's what they called it. It was close.
I still got to catch the ball, though.
It almost looked like they were going to try to do a pass and then a pass.
Rebels defense needs to hold here. They are down by 6. 11:03 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. And it's Walker under center. As McDonald gives final instructions to his back. He's going to keep it himself around the left side, and he's not going to get there, as that was a good play by the Rebels defense. Now the offense needs to help the defense out a little bit out. That's 3 straight turnovers for the Rebels offense.
Panthers in the lead, 11:03 left in the game.
11:03 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. The station on main scoreboard now reads 18-12. The Rebels trail the Panthers. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home in sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails, brand new homes now starting at $600,000, quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
This is the reason.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth with another Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We got those figured out. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Rebels offense. 9:18 to go in the ball game in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Ball's on their own 36.
Glad to see Hunter Pace get up after that play. Hopefully it was just cramping.
Looks like the Rebels are going to punt the ball away as Jaden Desch is back deep to kick. Desch is standing on his own 22 as he gets the snap, kicks the ball. That ball is in the air to the 30 as a fair catch is called by Layton, and he almost drops that. He catches that ball at his own 28. That's a very good punt there by Jaden Desch, going from his own 28 to the opposite 28. That flips the field position a little bit for the Rebels defense. 1st and 10 for the Rebels on the, 1st and 10 Panthers on their own 29-yard line.
In 9 minutes, still plenty of time to go.
Defense needs to stop here. As the Panthers come out with 2 fullbacks and a deep back, that deep back is Dayton. As they have a bunch of players on the line of scrimmage. As Dayton gets the snap, or McDonald gets the snap, Dayton gets the pitch. He's going to rumble forward for about 2 yards. And
Dayton.
We have another player down.
Yeah, that's Tiny Pace.
Gains 2 on the play. There's an official timeout on the field.
He doesn't look happy.
You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to stay here as we're going to recap some of the things that have happened in this game. The Rebels came out with a 12-0 lead in the first half after a wild sequence of plays where Jaden Desch got an interception. The next play, the Rebels were intercepted, but they forced a fumble. Rebels got the ball back. Then Hunter Pace finds Trey Walker for a 91-yard touchdown pass. And then here in the third quarter, turnovers again have killed the Rebels offense, where 3 straight turnovers for the Rebels offense have led to 3 straight touchdowns for the Cokeville Panthers, including 1 on a fumble return on the last possession. 8:57 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. 2nd down and 8 when we return to play.
Yeah, it looks like he's up and walking.
It's good to see Tiny up and walking off the field.
But yeah, it's been a tale of 2 halves.
As the Panthers will come out on offense, Rebels retreat back to their defensive position. What does the defense have to do here?
So we need to get some energy.
Pace.
I see a lot of down shoulders. We got to get going.
Rebels are still only down by 6. They get a stop here. You still score a touchdown in your next possession. It is a tie ball game. Panthers come out in that same formation. The 2 up backs are number 5, Kason Walker, number 4, Micah Peterson. Deep back is number 3, Jack Dayton. That's 3-4-5 in the backfield for the Panthers. McDonald under center. Tries to get the Rebels off of the hard cut. They're going to hand to Dayton, and Dayton is wrapped up at the 30-yard line. That looks like that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
That was the energy that we needed. Right
Good defensive play right there from the Rebels.
Jack Dayton takes a hand
as it looks like it was Carter Hoffman in on the play.
Scrimmage.
They're going to give them forward progress to the 31. That brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Rebels defense. Huge opportunity here.
Yeah, we need to stop.
8:30 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. 18-12 on the Station on main scoreboard. Panthers lead by 6. They have the ball on their own 31-yard line. Need to get to the 39 for a first down. McDonald under center. 3 backs in the backfield. Donald tries the hard count again. They're going to toss to Layton around the outside. Walker with a good contain as the Rebels are able to gang tackle. And that ball is going to be really close to the first down. Good effort there from Layton.
Toss goes out to Jack Dayton.
As Dayton is going to be short, bring up
He's gonna
4th
be
down.
close to a first down.
And it's decision time here for the Cokeville Panthers.
4th down and 1.
As it is 4th and 1, and it looks like they are going to go for it. As as Walker walks back to the huddle. Fourth and 1 with 7:45 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter. The Panthers offense on the field. They're in the they're in the wing T formation. McDonald under center. Gets the snap. They're going to go quarterback keeper, and that's going to be really close. As he didn't gain much on that play. They had to get the ball to the 39-yard line, and it looks like it is just short of the 39. They're actually going to give it to him as it is across the 39.
Yeah, pretty generous spot. I thought Max Perry did a great job getting low.
7:30 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 39. As McDonald did do a good job there to reach out as he was falling to get that extra couple inches. That was enough for the first down for the Panthers. McDonald under center. They come out 3 backs in the backfield, straight across. 2 tight ends. As McDonald tries the hard count again, gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself behind Layton, and he is spun down by Jaden Desch.
Landon Walker with a nice run.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 4 for the Panthers offense.
Yeah, that's too much to give up on 1st down.
It's good to see. It looks like that's
7 on the play, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, tiny pace back on the
talent
on the line.
pace back. Yep. They come out in the wing T formation. McDonald under center. Gets the snap. He's going to go right up the middle. Hunter Pace wraps him up. That's not going to be, that's Max Perry that wraps him up, but not before Walker gets out across the 50 into Rebel territory for a 1st down.
I'd like to see him try to strip the ball right there. He had the ball kind of out, kind of reaching.
Yeah, the Rebels defense needs some momentum changer right here to try to spark this team. 6:14 to go. Any chance they get, they should be ripping at the football. 6:09 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter. Station on main scoreboard reads the Panthers 18, the Rebels 12. Ball is on the Rebel 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. McDonald comes out under center. 3 backs in the backfield. Scans the defense one last time. Gets the snap. They're going to go around the right side with Dayton, and as he is wrapped up.
Great play.
Dayton, the ball
as that was Noah Perry on the tackle. Gain of about a half yard on the play.
That was a great play by Carson Muirbrook coming from the opposite side of the field, helping with that tackle.
Be 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers offense. 5:28 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter. Time is not on the side of the Rebels. They trail 18-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Walker, the quarterback in the backfield. Ball is placed on the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they should take their time here.
He's going to send Micah Peterson in motion. As the clock's winding down, they get it off. As Walker's going to keep. Fakes like he's going to throw. Makes a move around Hoffman. As Riker Hoffman misses the tackle, but Carter Hoffman's there to push him out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Walker keeps it.
They had him in the backfield. They're just unable to finish the play.
Yeah, that was a sneaky good run. That kid faked like the throw and tucked it and ran.
I'm sure if he could have one thing back, he wouldn't have wanted to go out of bounds on that play.
Yeah, he did us a favor right there.
As it is 3rd and 3 for the Rebels defense, as the Panthers offense comes out under center with Walker. 2 backs in the backfield. The backs are Kason Walker and Jack Dayton. As McDonald under center. Sends the other Walker in motion. That's Walker under center. They snap, pitch to Layton right off the bat.
Our way. Get him, Max.
As Max Perry pushes him outside. They're unable to contain. Breaks the tackle to the 30. Makes a move. Still on his feet as he looked like he stepped out of bounds. They're going to call him down.
Great run by Jack Dayton.
As Dayton steps out at about the 21-yard line.
We got a guy down.
Stepped out of bounds at the 21.
I think that's Stonehouse.
And with that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3
When you enter
FM
the
and
city
online at
limits of the town of
mylocalradio.com.
Woodruff,
Back
the
up.
sign welcomes you to the town of coldest temps and warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing that a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Savey and council members Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and Monica Schultez, with clerk Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on main scoreboard reads 18-12 with 4:50 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. And the defense really needs to step up here. They've been good all day.
Yeah, we got to get a stop.
There haven't been a ton of help. As 4:50 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. The player is still down. They're still working on him.
Yeah, they're thinking it's just a cramp, nothing too serious.
Hopefully his Levi's up and he looks like he's going to walk off under his own power. As he looks like he's doing the cramp walk. Looking on the field, looks like Trey Walker's looking for something right now.
Contact lens?
Hopefully not a contact lens. You got to be able to use your eyes in the game of football.
That's Levi Stonehouse. We hope he's all right. Looks like some heat cramps going on.
As we get back to play, the Panthers have the ball on the 21-yard line. 4:50 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter.
So it looks like whatever Trey was looking for, Cooper Cornea found. Good job, Coach Cornea.
Well, that's good news. We'll have to find out what that is later next week. But as it stands, fourth quarter, 4:50 to go, Bear Lake Realty fourth, 18-12 on the station on main scoreboard. Panthers with a 6-point lead. They have the ball marching down the field on the 21.
Yeah, we need to stop right here.
As Trey Walker looks like he's jogging off the field. It looks like they're going to have Walker go off and have a player come on to replace him. As it's 1st and 10 Panthers on the Rebel 21. This is where a defense needs to come up big. They have two backs in the backfield. It's Peterson and Dayton. Walker under center, sends Dayton in motion. Snap. They give to Peterson up the middle. That is read beautifully by Max Perry as he makes the play. For no gain, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
Yeah, clock is going to start to become a factor here.
4:38 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Panthers have the ball, 2nd and 10 on the Rebel 21-yard line. As the clock continues to wind down under 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
So I can't see him throwing right here. I think we need to sell out on the run right now.
Walker under center. Gets the snap. Drops back like he's going to pass. Throws, has a man open. Incomplete. That is a huge miss there, as that almost would have sealed it. Instead, it stops the clock with 4:04 to go. Hatch was wide open. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. And Brandon, you just learned what is called the announcer's curse.
How funny was that?
That happens about twice a game to us up here in the booth. Awesome. But in a more serious note, 4:04 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Rebels defense faces a 3rd and 10 from their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, we definitely caught a break on that one. That kid was wide open.
Rebels trail by 6, 18-12 on the station on main scoreboard. They're going to pitch it to Layton around the outside. He's going to get out to the 20, about to the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up a very, very close 4th down. Bring up 4th down and about when they pick the sticks back up, we'll see. 4th down and about 4 from the 15-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. 3:57 to go. Once again, the Panthers ran out of bounds there.
Yeah, good play from the Rebels, stringing that ball out and getting him out of bounds.
Rebels need to stop here.
This is the biggest play of the game so far.
Walker under center. 2 backs in the backfield. He's got Peterson to the left, Dayton to the right. They send Dayton in motion. Walker pitches to Peterson. Peterson is going to get it. It looks like he's out across the 10 to the 8-yard line. That is a first down for the Panthers.
It's first and goal for the Panthers.
3:50 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. 18-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. The ball is placed at the Rebel 9-yard line. It's first and goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a good play by the Panthers. Well blocked, well executed.
Clock continues to run. We're down under 3:35 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Walker fakes like he's going to hand it off, cuts back as he is hauled down at about the 6.
Walker keeps the ball.
Does a good job hanging on to the ball as it looked like one of the Rebels was trying to strip it. It'll be second and goal from the 4-yard line.
We're going to get a timeout.
As the Rich Rebels call a timeout, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on Main scoreboard reads the Panthers 18, the Rebels 12. We'll be back after this.
When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to the town of coldest temps and warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing that a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Savey and council members Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and Monica Schultes, with clerk Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Ridge Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 3:13 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. And I like that timeout from head coach Tyson Larson. They cannot pick up a first down, so you're stopping the clock every single time. But the Rebels defense really needs to stand here. It'll be second and goal from the 3-yard line. 3:13 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter.
Yep, we're running out of time here. We got to go.
Walker under center. Backs in the backfield, Kason Walker and Jack Dayton. They send Walker in motion.
Sweep right. Nope.
Drop back to pass. Wide open in the end zone is Hatch. Touchdown. Easy pitch and catch.
Complete from Walker to Hatch. Touchdown.
And that's going to make the score 24-12 for the Panthers on the Station on Main scoreboard.
Brings up 24-12.
It's a nice play design there by the sideline for the Panthers.
Definitely caught us off guard.
3:10 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Looks like the Panthers are going to go for 2 to make this a 14-point game. Come out with 2 fullbacks. The deep back is Dayton. Walker under center. Gets the snap. He's going to roll, run it himself. As he cuts up the field, he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good.
And Walker keeps the ball for 2.
26-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
26-12. 3:10 left in the ball game.
3:10 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter, and the offense is going to have to be quick. As you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on Main scoreboard now reads 26-12. Panthers with the lead over the Rebels. We'll be back after this.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home in sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails, brand new homes now starting at $600,000, quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. You're going to have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on Main scoreboard now reads the Panthers 26, the Rebels 12. Rebels down 14 with 3:10 to go in the Bear Lake Realty excuse me, the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. I was correct on the first call. And the Rebels need to score quickly here. As Dayton is back to kick, the Town of Woodruff kickoff is on the tee. He approaches, and he's going to pooch it as that is caught at the 40-yard line. They're giving the Rebels a bunch of extra yardage with 3:09 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. As the Rebels will start on their own 38-yard line.
First and 10 for the Rebels on the 38-yard line.
As I think they wanted to pooch that ball to the middle of the field a little bit more. And I think Dayton just topped it a bit. As the Rebels will take over on their own 38. 3:09 to go. They need to march down the field, and they need to score quickly. They have 2 timeouts. As Hunter Pace is under center. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Sends the receiver in motion. Drops back to throw. He's going to throw deep. Has a man wide open. It's Noah Perry. He drops it at the 35-yard line.
Wow.
Pass incomplete.
So no one came with him on the motion, and he was wide open coming down the sideline.
From the 38.
That's a tough one.
That is a big drop, as that would have been 6. And that would have been the Rebels kicking off with just under 3 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. But 3:03 to go, 2nd down and 10, ball on the Rebels 38. That was a nice pass from Hunter Pace.
It was a good ball. The timing was great.
It's a great play design, too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that play yet this year.
Here comes the Rebels offense. They have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hunter Pace under center. And that's going to, yep. They broke the huddle with 12 players. That's going to be illegal substitution called against the Rebels. That'll bring them back 5 yards. 2nd and 15.
The illegal substitution penalty goes against the Rebels. 5-yard penalty, bring up 2nd down and 15.
3:03 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Rebels have the ball 2nd and 15 on their own 33. They need to score here. As they come out under center, it's 3 to the right. Trey Walker's the deep back. Hunter Pace sends Walker in motion. They're going to throw to him on a backwards pass. Double pass as they have Dash wide open. Dash catches at the 45 to the 30, 20, 1 man to beat, and he's going to run out of bounds as it didn't look like he was going to get there.
Complete to Dash.
As it was Jack Dayton who was on him. Jaden Dash steps out of bounds to conserve the clock. I think a couple of players are asking Desch what he was doing, but that's not a bad decision by Desch because I don't know if he would have got there as Dayton was hot on his heels. Jack Dayton has some speed to him, and Jaden Desch steps out of bounds. Rebels, 2:55 to go. They trail 14 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 26-12. It's 1st and 10 from the Panther 15.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Hunter Pace comes out under center. Trey Walker's the back in the backfield. They send him in motion again. This time they pitch it to Max Perry. He cuts back up the field, out across the 10-yard line, as Max Perry goes down. The Rebels are going to have to hurry the line quickly. 2:44 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. Actually, Tyson Larson's going to call a timeout.
Stopped by Landon Walker and Jesus Bencomo.
2:42 to go in the Bear Lake Realty fourth quarter. The Rebels trail by 14 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 26-12. They've got 2:42 to go, 2nd and 6 from the 11-yard line of the Panthers, and they desperately need to score here.
Yeah, it's do or die time now.
As they trail by 14, I guess the decision is, do you go for the extra point attempt or do you try to go for 2? And then if you score again, you only have the extra point to win the game.
And we haven't had much success kicking it this year. I don't know if maybe go for 2 twice if we can score. We got to get the ball in the end zone first.
That is all future thoughts that we're having right now live out loud on the air. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels are going to huddle up and talk about it.
It looks like some of them are.
Most of them huddled up. Some of them didn't. As they come out in the shotgun, Max Perry's the back in the backfield. They got 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Pace drops back to pass. He's going to throw Desch's way. Desch uses his inside hand as his arm was held.
Pass incomplete. He intended for Desch.
As Hatch did a good job, whether it's legal or not, pinning Desch's arm behind his back because Desch used his body.
I like the play call right there.
Carter Hoffman will come into the game for the Rebels. As the Rebels need to let that play go, whether it was a missed call or not, they have to get their heads back in the game. They can't really worry about it. They're down 2:36. They're down with 2:36 left to go in the game. They have 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line.
From the Cokeville 11.
As Hoffman's going to run, makes a man miss. He's going to try to get to the outside. He's throwing down for no gain. 2:30 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter.
Tackle.
As the Rebels are going to huddle up and talk about it. It's a big play, 4th and 6.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
As with 2:18 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter, 4th down and 9 for the Rebels. This is the ball game right here.
From the 14-yard line. Big play.
Nothing stopping us from going to Desch here on the outside again.
Hunter Pace comes on the shotgun. 2 receivers each side. Pace under center. Gets the snap. Drops back, looks that way. He's going that way. Desch, and that's going to be off the hands, out of bounds. Good play there by Tanner Hatch. Incomplete. With 1:49 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter, the Panthers take over 1st and 10. As with 1:49 left to go, they are unable to kneel it out. Got about 9 extra seconds. The Panthers are going to have to run a couple plays. As the Rebels offense just kind of stalled out in the second half, and the turnovers ended up hurting them big.
Yeah, we had some great plays, though. We did a lot of good things on offense.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. They come out in the wing tee. McDonald under center. They're going to hand to Layton around the left side. Excuse me. Yep, around the left side. He's going to rumble forward to about the 20-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, 2 hands on that football.
Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
1:30 to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter. 26-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Panthers have the ball. 1:22 to go. You'd have to think a 1st down here ends the game. Come out in the wing T formation, using up as much time as possible. They have a 14-point lead as Walker stares down the back judge. They're going to hand to Layton around the left side again. Layton's going to fall forward to about the 24-yard line.
Layton, the ball carrier.
It'll depend on the spot.
And it's another Cokeville 1st down.
They're going to give them a 1st down on the play. 1st and 10 for the Panthers on the 20-yard line. And that looks like that'll do it as the clock will continue to run. Layton's going to back up, and it looks like the Panthers are in victory formation. As the clock winds down, we got 45 seconds to go in the Bear Lake Realty 4th quarter. It's going to be 1 snap, and that should do it for us here. As they get the snap, they're going to kneel down. With 39 seconds left to go, the Panthers can wind the clock down. I think the referee's asking for the ball for that reason. And that'll do it for us here in Cokeville. At the end of regulation, the Station on Main scoreboard reads the Panthers 26, the Rebels 12. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this with our postgame show.
Lutz Construction is a premier excavation and landscaping company with over 25 years of experience. Lutz Construction delivers quality results on commercial and residential projects in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Lutz Construction sells everything you need for landscaping and offers a wide range of professional services like foundation digs and rock walls. For all your excavation and landscaping needs, call Lutz Construction. We dig Bear Lake. Visit diglutzconstruction.com.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Welcome to the Epic Recreation postgame show. Make your next vacation epic by visiting epicrecreation.com. Epic Recreation has rentals at Bear Lake, as well as cabins, boats, UTVs, inner tubes, fat tire bikes, everything you need to make your next vacation epic. Year-round rentals, visit epicrecreation.net. Today's game had some great plays. Let's look at those now during a Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Trey Walker opened the scoring with a 1-yard touchdown run with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was Walker again, this time on a 91-yard touchdown reception, but that's not doing justice what happened during that sequence of plays, as the Rebels got an interception from Jaden Desch. The next possession, a couple plays later, the Rebels threw an interception where it was fumbled on the return by Dayton. The Rebels recovered, and the next play, Rebels scored a 91-yard touchdown pass to Trey Walker, as that's Walker's second touchdown of the game. And then after that, it was all Panthers, as we pull up the times of their scores in the second half. As the Panthers outscore the Rebels 26-0 in that second half. Very impressive half for Cokeville, as Walker finds a receiver, number 84. That is Tanner Hatch for a 19-yard touchdown pass. That gave the Cokeville their first score, 12-6, two-point conversion is no good. Panthers would score as Hunter Pace the Panthers would score on a 12-yard run from Walker to cut the lead, to tie the game at 12, and then the Panthers took the lead when Hunter Pace threw a backwards pass to Trey Walker that was recovered by Dayton as he carried it into the end zone for a touchdown. And at the end of the game, the Panthers, with 3:10 to go, find Hatch again for his second touchdown reception as Walker throws for his second touchdown as well. Stay tuned for the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, the player of the game, and the post-game diagnostics report brought to you by Stacy's Repair. You're tuned into the Epic Recreation post-game show on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels football on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of the Epic Recreation post-game show. It's time for the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. Precision Family Dentistry at affordable prices. And I think the Precision Play of the Game has to go to Trey Walker as his 91-yard reception, and actually it's probably more Hunter Pace gets the Precision Play of the Game as he found Walker right in between two defenders. Walker made the two defenders miss on the catch, and he was able to trot home for a 91-yard touchdown pass. We'll have to look because that's pretty close to possibly a record. I can't imagine there's that many more touchdown passes in Rich High School history that are longer than 91 yards. We're going to move along. We're going to move along to our player of the game, and I think Trey Walker deserves the player of the game as he has 2 touchdowns for the Rebels. As you see in the background, the JV game is about to kick off. They're going to play for a half. Coming up next, the Stacey's Repair Post-Game Diagnostics Report. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacey's Repair in Woodruff. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center broadcast of Rebel Sports. The final score on the station on main scoreboard was the Panthers 26, the Rebels 12.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacey's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacey's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Epic Recreation Postgame Show. Make your next vacation epic. Visit epicrecreation.net. We're broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. It is time for our Stacey's Repair Postgame Diagnostics Report. And it's turnovers again. The Rebels turned the ball over 6 times. They forced 4 turnovers and were -2 in the turnover margin. If your defense forces 4 turnovers, that's a game you should win pretty handedly. But because we turned it over 6 times, it puts the defense in such a bad spot that eventually they don't have room to bend. It's just a break automatically. And for the Rebels, they got to clean up the turnovers in the next 2 weeks. They got to clean them up before we get to the 8-man tournament. I know it's going to be a little easier to – you're probably going to turn the ball over less in 8-man just because there's less players. There's not as many players ripping at the ball when you're running, or there's not an extra safety on the field. But turnovers have been the issue in every single game that the Rebels have lost this year. This has been the post-game diagnostics report sponsored by Stacey's Repair. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacey's Repair in Woodruff. Stay tuned for the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau calendar update. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel football on 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome back to the Epic Recreation Postgame Show from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Looking forward to the coming week on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau calendar update. as in the background, the JV game's going on. A heck of an interception happened. And this week we just have the football game at Lyman. We'll have coverage of that. The game starts at 4 on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When you're thinking about spending some time at beautiful Bear Lake, make sure you visit Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau website. They have a great information about year-round activities, places to stay, eat, and more. Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your next vacation today. Once again, the final score in today's ball game on the Station on Main scoreboard is Panthers 26, the Rebels 12. Tune in for coverage of the next Rich High School football game on Friday at 4 p.m. We'll have pregame at 3:30 when the Rebels take on the Lyman Eagles at Rich High School. We'll be on the air with our pregame show for you at 3:30. Until then, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC.